Welcome to War Memorial Stadium. Andy Mayberry and Dakota Hedden as the hometown Yellowjackets, or our hometown anyway. They're the visiting team tonight, set to take on the Catholic Rockets. And Dakota, it's just such an honor and a pleasure to be able to be in this famed stadium, War Memorial, to be able to broadcast this game tonight. An important 6A East Conference matchup. 2-4 Sheridan, 2-4 Catholic, both 1-2 in conference play. And Dakota, this game could be pivotal in terms of who makes the playoffs.
That's right. Well, Andy, excited to be here with you tonight. I don't think my mic's on.
I can hear you.
You can hear me. Mike can hear me. Okay. Well, excited to be here with you tonight. War Memorial Stadium. You know, this is a place where I watched my first probably 5 or 6 college football games growing up, watching the Razorbacks play here, watching Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, run all over the field. And so to be able to stand up here in the media area and call a football game tonight is really cool for a little kid, Dakota. So we're excited to be here. Got a great evening, great weather, and 2 teams vying for a playoff spot, getting into the middle part of the season, getting into the throes of conference play. And, this was one of my favorite games from last year, although we did not pull out the win.
Yeah, this was a close game. You're right.
Of the year. We hosted Catholic, lost 51-48, really came down to the wire. And, hoping for another great game tonight, but with a different result.
Yeah, both teams, again, identical 2-4 records, both 1-2 in conference play, but 2 very different ball clubs in terms of, especially what you look at on offense. Sheridan, primarily a passing team, however, certainly, I say primarily a passing team in that they average over 400 yards a game passing, but really dual threat because you've got the tremendous rushing presence of Isaiah Zay Stevens back there. Sheridan averaging closing in on 600 yards of total offense a game. Catholic, not so much, about 269 yards, and really more of a rushing team. They're going to keep it on the ground. So Sheridan averaging somewhere in the neighborhood of 43 points a game, Catholic about 22 points a game. So certainly in terms of offense, you'd give the nod to Sheridan, but this Catholic defense has been pretty stingy throughout the year. So again, 2 very different styles and brands of football tonight, Dakota.
High schools across the country, nationally, Sheridan, Arkansas is up at the top of the offensive rankings. And so we're going to gain some yards in the air, on the ground, and then really need to get our defense. We're going to let this out on the other side of the ball, play a good team game. Offense helps the defense helps the offense. Maybe we can get an onside kick and just play a really well-rounded 3-phase game.
Yeah, certainly that's one of the keys tonight is when Sheridan is successful with those onside kicks, when they recover 1, 2, or more, certainly their odds of winning the football game rise substantially, and that's been a trademark of Kevin Kelly teams dating back to his days with Pulaski Academy. Again, before we get started, and we're about 5.5 minutes away from kickoff, I want to run through a list of our sponsors for the evening and thank each of them. Our presenting sponsors, of course, First Trust Home Loans and Roof Connect. Our first quarter is going to be brought to you by McCoy Tigert Pharmacy. Second quarter by People's Bank. Third quarter, Edwards HVAC. Fourth quarter, again, back to our presenting sponsors of First Trust and Roof Connect. All of our touchdowns, our Sheridan touchdowns tonight, will be brought to you by Teeter Motors. Stockton Power Equipment is our sponsor of all Sheridan first downs. And the opposing team's penalties are brought to you by Ace Hardware. So, and we have a number of other sponsors tonight as well, but those will be the game sponsors as we move throughout the contest. So, Dakota, any thoughts regarding about what we might specifically see pertaining to this game between Sheridan and Catholic tonight? Any sort of adjustments? Last week it was a difficult one on the road against a powerful Benton team that racked up over 80 points. Second time this year that we've given up over 80 points. And so, any thoughts on that? On what Kevin Kelly may be doing differently tonight?
Last year, if I remember correctly, is the first time that we saw the split backfield introduced.
Yeah, we're having a couple of technical difficulties at the moment.
So last year in the Catholic game is the first time I remember seeing the split backfield of Eli Turner and Isaiah Stevens introduced. And when we introduced that set on offense, we ran it down their throats the entire game. And, I felt like that's something that, we kind of discovered in that game that really worked, that really gave teams a lot of trouble, trying to defend the quickness of Isaiah with the power of Eli. And we kind of rode that, into the final stretch of conference play and through the rest of the season as something we could kind of hang our hats on offense. And so, I wonder how much of that, split back offense, we're going to see tonight. I'm curious. We've seen the back and forth at quarterback with Easton and Dax. How does that shake out tonight? Will Dax continue to take the field first? Are they going to rotate like they have been? The last several games, it's kind of rotated out of the gate, and then down the stretch, maybe Easton has played more, or maybe Dax has played more. So curious to see who has the hot hand tonight, and but look for them to have success being able to throw the ball just like always, no matter who's in the game.
Yeah. So again, should be an exciting one. Sheridan 2-4 on the year, Catholic 2-4. Both teams 1-2, and again, this is a pivotal game in determining potentially a number 5 or 6 seed, hopefully for the Yellowjackets in making the playoffs. Still some games left to play, but both teams have a pretty difficult schedule ahead of them. Sheridan still yet to play Marion, Sylvan Hills, a team that we early, but in preseason we would have thought was maybe a sure win, but Sylvan Hills really turning things around this year. And then closing out the year against a strong El Dorado team. Catholic also with a equally tough schedule as well. They're playing Marion and Sylvan Hills also, and they've got Benton still on their schedule. Our captains are out on the field. We're about less than 2 minutes away from kickoff. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back after this with the kickoff, Sheridan and Catholic, in just a couple of moments.
So here at Manat Law, I focus primarily on personal injury. When a client comes to me, my role is to try to eliminate some of those obstacles and some of those burdens that they're navigating so that they can focus primarily on getting better. Please call me. This is what I do, and I want to help you, and I want to hold those insurance companies accountable, or the person who caused your injury accountable, so that you're fairly compensated.
All right, we're back, War Memorial Stadium. Andy Mayberry, Dakota Hedden, and we're about 30 seconds away from kickoff as your Yellowjackets are set to take on the hometown Rockets of Little Rock. Little Rock Catholic plays all their home games in War Memorial Stadium, and how cool is that?
Very cool. They get to play all their home games here. I never got to play a game here in high school, very, very jealous.
All right. I think Mike Nevins, our sideline reporter, has Coach Kevin Kelly. Mike?
Yeah, you ready, guys?
Yeah, you got
I
Coach?
got Coach here. Hey, Coach, so at your post-game speech, you asked the guys to come out ready to work this week. Kind of a new season. Let's put all this behind us and just come out fired up for practice. How'd this week go?
You know, we had the first day, they were locked in. Second day, we were locked in. We were making a lot of changes on defense. You're going to see some of those. So there were some learning days. Hopefully right now, Thursday, we brought it all together a little bit. So hopefully we're sharp today.
So did the guys take those changes on defense and embrace them, or how's that gone?
They did. I felt like the guys on the field are embracing them, and I felt like the guys off the field that we subbed in for, I think they're just, I'm hoping they're chomping at the bit ready to get in there too.
Perfect. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Coach Kelly. So the Yellowjackets are going to be set to receive the opening kickoff. Back deep for Sheridan. Number 6, Isaiah Stevens. Number 7, Dylan Smith. And they'll both set up at around the 10-yard line. Low kick is going to bound at about the 20, picked up by Smith. He crosses the 20-yard line, stays on his feet, crosses the 25, still on his feet, and is now going to be brought down at about the 28-yard line, and that's where the Yellowjackets will start first down and 10.
Andy, Dylan Smith has been dangerous all year long, returning kickoffs. Good positive yardage on that one. Benton did a really good job keeping the ball out of his hands last week. I believe he only got to return one all night long, and on that one it was a successful return. Our average starting field position was around the 20 last week, and now to come out almost to the 30 is exciting, and I think there's something special brewing on the first play of the game.
Dax McMillan, the starting quarterback for Sheridan. Stevens is going to be in the backfield with him. Sheridan sends 4 receivers to the wide side of the field. We've already got a whistle and a flag down, and we haven't run our first offensive play of the game yet, so let's wait to see what this is. A delay of game against Sheridan.
That's okay. I think we needed a little bit more space to run this play.
Okay, well, we've got it.
Yeah, the offensive linemen are split wide.
This is an unusual lineup, and a completed pass goes to Smith, and he crosses the 30-yard line out to about, check that, that's Hunter Sosha with the catch. I got to tell you, from high atop this press box, I might call a number or two wrong tonight.
We are much higher in the sky than we normally are on a week-to-week basis. Great first play and direct snap to Zay, going around the left side and going to pick up the first down on a direct snap, following behind the offensive lineman. That is a Stockton Power Equipment first down.
That's a Stockton Power Equipment first down. Unusual formation that we've seen so far on these first couple of plays for Sheridan. As you mentioned, the offensive linemen with a lot of spacing. Now they go into more of a traditional set. Barksdale into the game now at quarterback for Sheridan as he replaces Dax. He and Isaiah Stevens side by side, direct snap to Zay. Zay is going to follow Barksdale's block and is picking up about 5 yards on the carry. He gets across the 45-yard line to the 46. It'll bring up second down and 5.
Walter Menifee, number 2 for Catholic, with a violent tackle there. Love watching our running back take a direct snap and follow behind a lead blocking quarterback. You don't see that every day.
Barksdale now pumps, throws over the middle, and incomplete. Was trying to hit Walker Shields, I believe. Looks like he maybe was impeded a bit.
You know, there's definitely some contact down the field that prevented him from getting to where Easton was throwing the football. Coach Kelly very upset with the no call there. Going to bring up a 3rd and 5, first third down of the night for the Yellowjackets.
3 receivers, to the left side of the field. Barksdale under pressure throws and incomplete. Was in the area of Dylan Smith.
Looks like Dylan kind of shut down his route towards the end. Ball was going towards the sideline, the bottom part of your screen at the hash, and kind of stopped the route short. Going to bring up a 4th and 5. Quads to the left, rolling to the left. A flood pattern. Easton scrambling, keeping his eyes downfield, and finding number 4, Hunter Sosha, in the middle of the field for a first down.
Hunter Sosha with the pickup. Great job by Easton Barksdale of staying calm under some pressure there. Had to escape the rush. Completed the pass. Jackets pick up the first. Going to give to Zay. And he stutter steps and picks up a couple of yards on the play. Down to the 41-yard line of Catholic. 9 minutes, 50 seconds left to play in the opening quarter. Still 0-0 your score. Yellowjackets on the move.
Andy, that play from Easton live was impressive, but getting to watch the replay on the video board, it was even more impressive. He stopped on a dime, planted his foot, threw traffic. Great throw.
Barksdale rolls to his right, throws over the man, over the middle, has a man, Hunter Sosha, at the 20-yard line. And they'll mark him down at the 18, 1st and 10 for the Yellowjackets. A Stockton Power Equipment first down.
Several receivers on the bottom of your screen with a flood pattern. Hunter Sosha coming across the field as the lone receiver on the left side with the post route. Great throw from Easton. Ball is snapped, another play.
Barksdale throws. It's a low throw and great catch by Hunter Sosha. And Barksdale placed it where only Sosha could get to it. Good hands, and Hunter hauls it in at the 14.
The Barksdale-Sosha connection is very strong to start this game. Barksdale going Sosha's way several times out of the gate. Good to see the receiver getting involved early in the game.
So the Jackets have it now, 2nd down and about 5. The ball spotted on the 13-yard line on the right hash mark. Stevens in the backfield. Dylan Smith goes in motion. The give to Zay. He's wrapped up around the ankles and going to be dropped maybe a yard on the pickup down to the 12. No, yeah, just outside the 12-yard line.
Number 22 for Catholic did a good job shedding his block and bringing down the elusive Isaiah Stevens for a very short gain on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. See Eli Turner checked into the game. Zay Stevens lined up in the slot.
Turner in the backfield. Stevens goes in motion. The give to Big Eli, and he powers forward, and it's going to be stopped at about the 10-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down and about 1.5 yards, close to 2 yards to go for the first.
Well, Andy, you know Eli Turner is going to fall forward. Did a good job getting yards going up the field between the tackles on that run. Zay and Eli both still in the game.
Jackets going forward here, 4th down and about 2. Stevens and Turner, along with Barksdale, the snap, direct snap to Stevens. He's got the first down, plenty more, close to the goal line, and they'll mark him down at about the 2. So first down yardage for the Jackets, 1st and goal from the 2-yard line.
Great job from the offensive line executing their blocks. Isaiah had a ton of room right up the middle. Big first down conversion.
Snap to Barksdale, the handoff to Isaiah, and not much there. No gain on the play.
Well, Andy, the split back formation that we saw introduced last year in this Catholic game, you're seeing it again down in the red zone. Looking for them to punch it in out of this formation with a run.
The give to Stevens. He tries the middle. Nothing there. He bounces it to the right side and crosses the goal line for a touchdown, Sheridan. A Teeter Motors touchdown.
Andy, my ankles are hurting just watching that run. Good luck tackling that guy. Isaiah did a great job. The play was designed to go inside. nothing was there. He saw it, didn't try to force it, was able to shift to the outside and go to the corner of the end zone. No one even close to him. Touchdown, Sheridan. And here comes the 2-point conversion. Eli in the backfield, Zay in the slot.
Stevens goes in motion. I think they were trying to direct snap to Zay. The ball hit him regardless. I don't know.
Yeah, false start on Easton there. He was fading backwards before the snap.
So the penalty will go against Sheridan. They'll mark it back 5 yards. So now the Jackets are going to attempt the extra point. Andrew Mitchell.
Notably, Catholic is playing it safe here. They're betting that Sheridan is not kicking the extra point. They're ready for any trickery.
Mitchell's kick is up, and it is good. And so with 6 minutes, 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter, it's Sheridan 7, Catholic 0. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Sheridan Yellowjacket football right after
Shelby
this.
Taylor Trucking serves all your timberland needs in South Central Arkansas. With over 50 years in the industry, Shelby Taylor Trucking has established themselves as trustworthy leaders in the industry. From planting to harvesting to hauling your timber, Shelby Taylor Trucking is ready to serve you. Follow them on all social media platforms at Shelby Taylor Trucking. Learn more by visiting their website at staylortrucking.com. That's staylortrucking.com.
Hey, we're back again, War Memorial Stadium. Sideline reporter Mike Nevins just told us, he said, you know what, Steve Sullivan is down here. Yeah, KATV's, when you enter War Memorial, you just never know what famous celebrities will be in the house. Yellow Jackets look good. Onside kick spins around, and it looks like Catholic recovered, and they do. So, yeah, really impressive first offensive drive, Dakota, by the Yellow Jackets. They came up with 2 big fourth down conversions during that drive.
That's right.
Not a lot of big plays, which is kind of unusual. That, Sheridan lives with the big plays, but that was just a long, sustained drive.
Yeah, Catholic made us earn it, one play at a time, and we certainly were able to do that, converting third and fourth downs along the way for a touchdown. Great to see that.
Catholic's quarterback, Phillips Blair, with the keeper, and he picks up about 4 yards. Look for Blair a lot tonight. Obviously leads the team in passing, but only with about 100 yards a game. But he also leads the team in rushing, about 75 yards a game. So 175-plus yards come straight from Phillips Blair, considering they average 269 as a team. That's a huge part of their offense right there. The junior quarterback and fakes the handoff. He's still on his feet. He crosses the 30, the 20, 15, inside the Sheridan 10-yard line. Phillips Blair.
Well, Andy,
and there was a saving tackle by Braden Lewis.
You said it. I mean, the offense runs through Blair. I mean, he is the majority of their offense on the ground, through the air. I know the Jackets are keyed in on him as the number one priority to stop. 2 big runs for Blair out of the gate.
Stratton Robinson in the backfield and gets the carry. He'll get down to about the 5. 3 yards for Robinson.
Saw number 5, David Nash, the junior linebacker for Sheridan, in on the tackle, as well as Jackson Delk.
It brings up 2nd down and goal from the 5 for the Rockets.
Andy, always love making note of this whenever it happens. In this kind of goal line scenario, we have just substituted in number 77, Ethan Cowden, and number 52, Bradley Sturdivant, as our 2 defensive tackles to clog up the middle.
Power formation for the Rockets. Blair tries that right side. He's close to the goal line, and he made it in for a touchdown. And the Rockets have closed within 1.
Yeah, quarterback power all the way. Number 20, lead back coming up to get involved with the offensive lineman. Quarterback was able to follow him into the end zone. not able to stop the quarterback run out of the gate.
4:56 left to play in the opening quarter. Rockets attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and it is also good. And so with 4:56 left to play in the opening quarter, it's Sheridan 7, Catholic 7. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Yellow Jacket football right after this.
Banking is a lot like football. You need a solid game plan to reach your goals. Every yard matters, and every decision can move you closer to the end zone. Just like a great team relies on trust and protection, your finances need the same. From managing your everyday money to saving for the future to making the big plays when opportunity comes, success takes preparation, teamwork, and smart moves. Because both in banking and football, it's not about how you start the drive, it's about finishing strong in the end zone.
All right, back War Memorial Stadium, Andy Mayberry and Dakota Hedden. You know, these two teams, they've got a couple of common opponents with similar outcomes, except some wider margins of victory and loss.
That's right, Andy. Sheridan, September 26th, played West Memphis on the road. Were able to win 64-20, winning by 44 points.
Dylan Smith crosses the 30 to the 35.
Smith.
Yeah, there we go.
You definitely don't want to listen to me versus watch Dylan. Getting across the 35-yard line, great kick return. And so Sheridan was able to beat West Memphis by a margin of 44 points. When Catholic played West Memphis, they were able to win by 16 points. And then Sheridan hosted Jonesboro the following week and lost by 6. West Memphis Catholic played at Jonesboro last week and lost by 17. And so you can see, you know, Sheridan has had a smaller loss margin and a higher win margin than Catholic in these two common opponents. And so I really feel like these two teams, you know, are in for a fight tonight to try to overcome each other.
Barksdale and whistles and a flag. Offsides against Catholic, so that is an Ace Hardware penalty against the Rockets, and that will result in a mark-off up to the 41-yard line. Jackets have it 1st and 5.
First Sheridan Ace Hardware penalty flag of the night in the McCoy-Tigert first quarter.
Barksdale, now he's pressured, and was throwing it. They did not rule that was grounding. He was throwing it in the area of Zay Stevens.
Lots of pressure in Easton's face shortly after receiving the snap. Fortunately, able to, 1, not take a sack, and 2, not have a turnover, able to just get rid of the football.
Stacked receivers for the Yellow Jackets. Barksdale rolls to his left, throws, has a man, Hunter Sosha at the 30, the 20, and ridden out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, Hunter Sosha. Oh, they say he stepped out of bounds at about the 23, but still a huge pickup for the Yellow Jackets, 1st down.
Hunter Sosha, have yourself a night. He is on fire in the first quarter, catching everything thrown in his direction. Spot on throw from Easton, rolling to his left, on the move. A Catholic defender running straight at him. Great throw and catch.
Barksdale looks to his right, throws back to his left, was trying to hit Sosha again, and that ball batted down. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Very heads-up play from the Catholic defender to bat that ball down. Number 23 saw that the play was coming his direction with a pass and just threw an arm up in the air. Credit where it's due. That was a good play on defense, but we were looking to keep feeding Sosha the football.
Dylan Smith wide to the right side of the field. J.P. Black goes in motion. The give to Stevens. Spins out of a tackle, still on his feet, inside the 15, the 10, the 5, and brought down there. Nifty running by Zay Stevens.
Andy, I don't know if there's another back in the state that's more fun to watch play the game of football than Isaiah Stevens. Able to spin out of a nothing situation in the middle of the field and just create chaos in the open field like he does best. Another first down, another Stockton Power Equipment first down, taking the ball down to the 5-yard line.
Jackets have it first and goal from there. Barksdale at quarterback. Stevens lined up right next to him. The give to Zay inside the 5, close to the goal line.
Yeah.
He's in. Touchdown, Sheridan. That's a Teeter Motors touchdown.
Isaiah Stevens will not be denied. Great blocking by the offensive line. Zay running through two would-be tacklers to get to pay dirt. Going to be 13-7 Yellowjackets. Offense staying on the field for a 2-point conversion attempt.
So the Jackets respond to the Catholic score with one of their own as they march close to 70 yards. Stevens in motion. Barksdale rolls to the left, throws to the end zone, and it's complete. J.P. Black with the reception. And the Jackets capitalize on the 2-point conversion to take a 15-7 lead. 4 minutes, 13 seconds left to play in the first in this McCoy Tiger first quarter. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back after this. All right, we're back at War Memorial Stadium. Yellowjackets on top, 15-7. We've got about 4 minutes left to play in this opening McCoy Tigert first quarter. And there's a shot, a great shot there, of our whiteout crew over there. This is whiteout night for the Yellowjackets. Next week will be pink out and senior night at home against Marion. Onside kick takes a nice bounce, but recovered by Catholic, and the Rockets will start first down at their own 48-yard line.
So, Andy, what we saw there is a different variation of an onside kick, really trying to catch Catholic off guard. Most of the season, we've kicked one of two types of onside kicks. It's either been the helicopter, which is a spinner, or we've tried to kick the high bounce. And so this time, the kicker kicked it straight in front of him and just tried to sprint to it before anyone else could get to it. Unable to recover that time, but a really good attempt.
Rockets start first and 10 at their own 48-yard line. They've got one back in the backfield with Blair. Blair looks to throw. He's going to air it out. He's got a man down there, and it's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was a really nicely thrown ball, but good coverage also by the Yellowjackets.
Well thrown ball. Credit to the Jackets defense. Two guys back there putting pressure on the receiver to catch the pass under duress, under extra pressure. Ball also a little bit, thrown a little bit far, but a really nice attempt from Catholic and well defended from Sheridan. First time the Jackets have been tested deep tonight.
Blair with the keeper, gets up to about midfield. Gain of a couple on the play, and so now we'll have a 3rd down and 8 now for the Rockets.
Yeah, Colby Tabor in there on the tackle, number 2 for Sheridan, with some additional help. You can see, that play worked on the first drive. Sheridan defense was keyed in on it on the second drive, able to stop it for a 2-yard gain and bring up a 3rd and 8.
Nice adjustment for the Jackets. Fake the handoff. Blair rolls to his left. Now he's being pressured, gets rid of it.
Fantastic pressure coming from
the
back side of the field. Hurried the quarterback up significantly, and he just wanted to get rid of the football, live to fight another day. We were in hot pursuit. That was number 33, Jackson Delk.
Interesting, we see Eli Turner in there at linebacker. We haven't seen a lot of that under Kevin Kelly, a lot of two-way players, but Turner is in the ball game at linebacker right now.
And sorry, that was actually 39, Timber Russell.
Oh, a fake, no. It's going to be a kick after all.
Oh, my
Flag
goodness.
is going to go down. And the ball still rolling, goes out of bounds at about the 13. We'll have to wait and see what that
Andy,
penalty is.
We're about to have some controversy. There's a flag down on the field.
So it looked like it was going to be a punt. Then it looked like it was going to be a fake. I think that might have actually been an option for the punter. If he saw that he had it, to go for it. If it didn't seem to be materializing, to go ahead and kick it.
I think they might be calling pass interference on Sheridan after the kick.
After the kick, they called a hold, is
That's
what we're being
interesting.
told on the sideline.
Mike, I sure am glad that you're down there.
So we'll sort all this out and see where they spot the football.
Would rather have this penalty than the other one.
So the Jackets will have possession of the football, but it's going to be deep in their own territory.
Possession being the most important factor here.
Well, sure, absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, Sheridan does get the football, but they're going to mark it down at about the 8-yard line of the Jackets. So Barksdale stays in at quarterback, and Jackets are 92 yards away from a score.
No problem.
Stevens a couple of yards behind Barksdale in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff, tries that left side, trying to cut it back, make a cut. Still on his feet, gets across the 15.
The Jackets offense has not run too many stretch run plays like you just saw. Very well executed. J.P. Black blocking on the outside, allowing Isaiah to cut inside of him to go upfield. Very good positive yards on first down deep in our own territory.
Jackets with 3 receivers wide. Barksdale pumps, throws in and out of the hands of Black. Looked like he was going to have an opportunity for a reception at around the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite hang on to it.
Barksdale threw a strike at the flashing hands of J.P. Black, unable to secure that one.
Well, he had some heat on it.
Went into dangerous territory. Anytime you have a tip pass over the middle, you hold your breath if you're on offense, but luckily it fell to the ground, going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
Little pitch end around to Black, and he's got first down yardage.
J.P. Black running behind big number 77, Ethan Cowden as well.
So JP got to make amends for the previous play, and he picks up the first down, the Stockton Power Equipment first down.
Yeah, Brian Bowman and Ethan Cowden leading the way.
They move the chains. Barksdale has some time, was trying to hit Zay over the middle, I believe.
Again, tipped at the line of scrimmage. Trying to see who that was.
Second down now.
That was
Clock.
number 22 for Catholic tipping the football.
Yeah, the clock is stopped with 2 minutes, 34 seconds left to play in this McCoy Tigert first quarter. If you're just joining us, the Yellowjackets on top 15-7. Sheridan with the football, second down and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Barksdale has Dylan Smith, and out of his hands as well, and the incompletion brings up 3rd down and 10.
A well-thrown ball from Easton went right through the hands of Dylan Smith, hit the face mask even. Glad it fell to the ground. Again, a tip ball over the middle is the most dangerous outcome if you're on offense.
Yeah. Unusual for Dylan Smith. We don't see a lot of that. He's become kind of the go-to receiver for both Barksdale and McMillan.
We saw a couple plays ago, JP immediately make up for a drop pass. Wonder if we get the ball back to Dylan here.
and 10. Barksdale throws. It's complete, close to first down yardage. We'll see where they mark it.
I think he's right there.
That's Walker Shields with the reception, and they say move the chains. Stockton Power Equipment, first down Sheridan.
So Easton is rolling to his left, pumps once. The defense flashes their arms up as they start to go down. He throws a strike to Walker Shields, hits him right in the hands. Walker boxes out the defender to secure the first down. Very well executed play.
Jackets first and 10. The give to Zay. Straight up the middle. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 6.
We've got an offensive lineman down on the field.
Yeah, that's big number 64, Jason Estes. One of our senior linemen, a guard. Hopefully this is not serious. While he's down, let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with more from War Memorial Stadium right after this. All right, Estes able to walk off under his own power with just a slight bit of assistance. Good to see that. Yellowjackets have it now 2nd and 6 as we resume plays. Zay Stevens, he's got first down yardage, crosses the 40 and out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. That's a Stockton Power Equipment first down.
Nice run from Isaiah, a huge block executed by Ethan Cowden, number 77, that allowed that run to spring to the outside and secure the Stockton Power Equipment first down.
Jackets moving the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Barksdale throws complete. That's Walker Shields. He crosses the 40, the 30, the 20. He's all the way for a Sheridan Yellowjacket Teeter Motors touchdown.
What a mouthful, and what a touchdown. Walker Shields catches the screen pass and gets 2 perfect blocks. One from Zay Stevens and one from the outside receiver. I missed the number there, but 2 perfect blocks from his teammates created wide open space for Walker to run through.
A lot of yards after the catch there by Walker Shields. And the Yellowjackets now up 21-7, trying to tack on an extra point as they send Andrew Mitchell on for the kick.
There it was.
And there it is. We've seen it time and time again. Yellowjackets are able to pull that offsides against the defense.
You know, Andy, there's something just so tempting. I mean, if you're Catholic, you've seen this on film. You've seen it, no doubt. Your coaches have talked to you about it, and you almost just can't help yourself.
Well, a Sheridan Ace Hardware penalty flag against the Little Rock Catholic Rockets, and they'll mark off half the distance to the goal. And now the Jackets will go for 2. Zay Stevens to take a direct snap, running a little wildcat formation there. Zay goes to the right side, bounces off of one man, and crosses the goal line, and the Yellowjackets convert for 2 more points. And so with 1:32 left to play in this opening quarter, it's Sheridan 23, Little Rock Catholic 7. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back after this.
So I was born and raised in Sheridan. I graduated a Yellowjacket and went to law school at the University of Arkansas up at Fayetteville. In the legal field, you're helping your neighbors. You're serving those that are around you, and I wanted to feel good and like that I was making a difference and doing it for people that just were kind and good people. And so that's what I found here in Sheridan. So it makes my job easy and enjoyable.
Back again. That was pretty impressive, Dakota.
Great drive from Sheridan. You know, Andy, I'm looking at the stadium, and it says, "Hello, welcome to War Memorial Stadium, where miracles happen, where heroes are remembered." And tonight, we're watching to see who the hero of the game is. Who are the heroes that are going to make the game-changing plays? And so far, for Sheridan, that's been Isaiah Stevens. That's been Hunter Sosha, Walker Shields.
Cam Martin with the onside kick, and it goes out of bounds, so that'll be a penalty against the Yellowjackets. And so the Rockets will take possession.
I feel like we are so due to recover an onside kick.
I think you'll have one before the evening's over.
I do not disagree.
So they'll mark off yardage against the Jackets, and that gives the Rockets the football inside Sheridan territory at the 48-yard line. So good field position to open up this drive by Catholic. They send a guy in motion. It looks like we had a couple of folks moving. There is a flag down in the backfield and almost intercepted.
That was number 11,
Yeah,
Reed Stevens.
Reed Stevens was right there. He watched the quarterback's eyes the whole way. He read it well, just couldn't quite haul it in.
Oh, he's kicking himself right now. He's kicking himself. Those Stevens boys, he could, yeah.
Our sideline reporter, Mike Nevis, just said he couldn't believe he was that wide open.
Oh, man. Well, hey, he will be back. Make no mistake, he will be back to make another play.
We know he was excited. Phillips Blair with the carry, quarterback keeper. Picks up about 3 to the 45-yard line. Now, they say he went down at about the 46, so pickup of 2 brings up 3rd down and 8 now. Big defensive down here for the Yellowjackets.
2 series in a row where Catholic has tried to test the Yellowjackets on the first play of the drive, and then a quarterback run on the second play. It's gone the same way, 3rd and 8 both times. The Jackets defense keyed in on what Catholic's trying to do.
Phillips Blair throws, has a man deep, and Dylan Smith is there to break it up. Again, we see Smith in the ball game.
Dylan Smith, the talented receiver, into the game and in the secondary for the Yellow Jacket defense. He was running the flag route just like Catholic's receiver was.
Well, you saw that closing speed.
Yes.
You know, the ball hung up there for just a moment, and that was what Dylan Smith needed to be able to stretch out, get a hand on it. Rockets look like they're going to go for it here. 4th down and 8. Blair now pressured out of the pocket. He's going to keep it. He's got 1st down yardage inside the 35, close to the 30. And that's that scrambling ability of Phillips Blair.
Blair able to look down the field. Nothing was there. Put a nasty juke on one of our defenders, able to convert the 1st down. Something that Blair has done throughout the year for the Catholic offense.
Well, again, basically he has been their offense tonight. I mean, virtually every play he has played an integral role in, whether that's him passing or keeping for rushing yards. That's the end of the first quarter. That was the end of the first quarter, brought to you by McCoy Tigert Pharmacy, and our score is 23-7. Sheridan on top. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back after this.
Here at Reliance Bank, our name says it all. Rely on us. We proudly celebrate that our Kansans have done that for 60 years. To provide personalized service, a face-to-face human connection with convenient and secure technology. Rely on us to be with you in the community, continuing to make Arkansas a great place to live and do business. Reliance Bank. Visit us today.
We're back at War Memorial Stadium, getting set to begin our second quarter, brought to you by People's Bank. Yellowjackets on top 23-7. Andy Mayberry, Dakota Hedden. We've got Braden Seitz here running all of our technical equipment. We've got James Phillips on one of our cameras, and Carter on our other camera.
Mr. Carter.
Mr. Carter. And we've got Mike Nevins down on our sideline. We appreciate all their help throughout the evening. And we had a couple of flags go down right at the end of that quarter. But the ball appears to be spotted where it was at the end of the quarter, close to the 30-yard line. Possibly offsetting penalties. So it's first down and 10 for the Rockets at their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, so 2 offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. Leaves the field position unchanged.
Rockets send a man in motion, fake the handoff. Blair's got it on the keeper. Running backwards, now laterally. Now he's picked up a couple of blocks. He's headed to the end zone. No, he won't quite make it. But it looked for a moment like Phillips Blair was seeing the green of the end zone.
So brought the receiver across the screen, fake handoff, and then able to secure some blocks from his other receivers that were split out wide as he bounced it outside. Big gain on the play. Going to take it to the 2-yard line.
First and goal from the 2. Robinson is set in the backfield with Blair.
Sturdivant and Cowden in the game at defensive tackle.
We've got a whistle, and that's against Sheridan, so half the distance to the goal line
Is 1 yard.
Is 1 yard. Yep. First and goal from the 1. Blair. It's going to be close. And the official signals that he did cross the goal line, and so Catholic makes it into the end zone, closing the score to 23-13. 11:15 left to play in the People's Bank second quarter.
Took a second push from the Catholic offense, and quarterback initially stopped and then just kept grinding the feet and able to get into the end zone. Had to really work for it, though.
Rockets are going to attempt a 2-point conversion now. Roll to the right. Blair throws to the end zone. Intercepted by the big man.
That was number 52.
Bradley Sturdivant.
Your junior tackle on offense with the interception on the attempted 2-point conversion attempt.
So if you remember last year, he got to score a touchdown.
Yep.
And this year he gets to have an interception. Wow, he's racking up some stats for an O-lineman.
You know, his favorite stat is probably pancakes. You know, the number of times a game he puts a defender on their back is a pancake, but he will also accept touchdowns and interceptions.
Yeah, that's great. You got to love that for him. And you got to love it for the Jackets. Keeps the Rockets with a deficit of 10, 23-13. Jackets on top, 11-15 in the quarter.
That play, you know, keeps it a 2-possession game.
Right.
So the game that this is going to be, the back and forth, that play right there could be the difference.
You never know at this juncture. Again, last year it was a 51-48 game, tight contest. And actually 2 years ago, if I remember correctly, it was a tight ball game between these two. So we'll see what the rest of the game brings. Kickoff is going to be low one and out of bounds, and the flag will go down. Yellowjackets will have it.
The ball going in Dylan Smith's direction, but going out of bounds. Anytime Dylan has touched the ball tonight, it has been an explosive play on the kickoff return, and so they took that factor out of the equation. Ball is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that almost looks like they have no intention of keeping it in the field of play.
Right.
So the Jackets will start 1st and 10 at their own 35. This Sheridan offense hasn't been stopped yet so far tonight. 3 touchdowns and a couple of 2-point conversions to go along with a 1-point conversion.
Zay alone in the backfield. Easton lined up in the slot. Now going to go in motion.
Yeah. And whistling flags. That just wasn't developing well. Offsides offense.
You know, it didn't say who it was on.
So a 5-yard walk-off gives Sheridan the football 1st and 15 at their own 30. Barksdale throws. He's looking for Dylan Smith. There's some contact there. No flag.
To me, ball looked high, looked like an uncatchable football, and so I think that's why they're disregarding the contact at the point of catch. Really? I think it's one of those things, you know it when you see it.
So Yellowjackets have it 2nd and 15. Barksdale and Stevens. Easton looks to throw. Airs it out, and that was close to being intercepted.
Easton trying to get the ball to number 8,
Yeah,
Jaden Green on the flag route. Pressure in his face. Hit the Catholic defender in the face mask. Thankful for that one to fall incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd and 15.
That's a break for the Yellowjackets. 3rd and 15 at their own 30-yard line.
Like the formation here.
Barksdale rolls to his right, throws over the middle. Hunter Socia bobbles it. He's caught it and is tripped up, and by a shoestring goes down at the 35-yard line. Otherwise, that would have been 6 points.
Oh, man. Another great throw from Easton to Socia. Easton rolling right immediately. There's a flood pattern going on the right side of the field. Hunter Socia with a skinny post from the back side of the field. Hits him right on target.
Zay with the carry, and he'll pick up about 4 down to the 30. I want to go back to that play just a moment ago. What great concentration by Hunter Socia to haul that ball in. He had bobbled it. Easy to lose control of it at that stage, but he hauled it in and was able to pick up the big gain.
You know, Hunter's going to get credit for one catch there, but he caught that ball 3 times. And so a lot of credit to him for keeping his focus and his composure. Because if you've got a football coming into your hands as a receiver and you lose it at first, it's easy to get a little rattled and frantic trying to get it. But he was calm, cool, and collected.
2nd and 6 for the Jackets. Barksdale throws complete to Walker Shields. Short pickup. Maybe a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, fake pitch to the left, immediately throwing to the right. Shields in a one-on-one situation with the defensive back. Just back to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
Jackets looking to add to their lead. Inside the 30-yard line now of Catholic. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Barksdale drops back in the pocket. Lost one over the middle. Has Dylan Smith. Touchdown, Sheridan.
Beautiful touch pass.
Teeter Motors touchdown for the Jackets.
Beautiful touch on the football from Easton to number 7, Dylan Smith. Right in the breadbasket. And another Teeter Motor touchdown for the Yellowjackets.
And Dylan did such a great job establishing some space as that ball was in the air. He and the Catholic defender were side by side, and all of a sudden you just saw about a yard of separation there.
Yes, and so part of creating separation as a receiver is sometimes, if you know, as a receiver, you know where the route's going, you know where the ball's going. The defender is guessing, and so Dylan intentionally stayed close to the defender until the very end when he separated, and so well executed route running.
Mitchell's extra point is up, and it's good. And with 9 minutes, 22 seconds left to play in this People's Bank second quarter, it's Sheridan 30, Catholic 13. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more Yellow Jacket football right after this. Yeah, we're back at War Memorial, and Jackets lead 30-13. By the way, I want to give a little shout out to Carter Lowry on camera over here to my left. Onside kick, Andrew Mitchell, and it's going to be recovered by Catholic inside Jacket territory at about the 49.
Catholic not trying to give the football a chance to take the crazy bounce.
They're
whether
being
it be to
aggressive,
the
assertive
side
with their
or to jump. And so, yeah, they are not passively waiting on the football to get to them. They're attacking it. Well, when that works, that's a great strategy. But if they fumble the football at all, it's going to be prime opportunity for a Sheridan recovery.
Well, they spotted the ball in two different places. They spotted it down at the 49 and then set it on the hash mark at the 48. And they do hand the ball off on, well, end around. There's a flag down at about the 38-yard line.
Yep. Looks like a block in the back.
That was Elliott Lovell with the carry. It does look like it's going to go against Catholic.
So this is the first time tonight that they have handed the football off on the sweep instead of the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, they've faked that multiple times, and each time Phillips Blair has kept it. That, as you said, Dakota, that's the first time they actually have handed it off. Lovell picked up some pretty good yardage, but it's all going to be nullified, and it's going to come back, and we're going to just essentially replay that down. First down and 10 back at the 48-yard line. That was a Sheridan Ace Hardware penalty against the Catholic Rockets. Blair with the carry on first down picks up 1 yard to the 47.
So we've seen a fake handoff and a quarterback keeper from Blair on the last 3 drives on the second play of the game. The Jackets holding it to a 1 to 2 yard gain every time. Keyed in on that play, dedicated to stopping it. Going to bring up a 2nd and 9.
Fumbled. Jackets have it.
Ball. That is Colby Tabor on the fumble recovery. Good for Colby. Acutely aware of what was going on. Looked like there was some there was some miscommunication on the mesh point where the quarterback has got the ball in the belly of the running back.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to hand it off to Robinson. Maybe he was trying to pull it back out. Not sure, but whatever the case is, that ball went on the ground, and Tabor was right there to pounce on it. First turnover of the game. Well, is that right? Is this the first turnover of the game?
That's right.
There we go, yeah. So Yellow Jackets get the turnover, 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line, leading 30-13.
Big play.
Barksdale rolls to his right, throws Dylan Smith at the 35 to 30, and he is slung out of bounds.
Not surprised to see a big play from Sheridan immediately after the turnover, getting the ball to the playmaker Dylan Smith in place on the deep out. And you saw the burst and the acceleration from Dylan the same burst and acceleration you saw from him on defense, swatting away a pass. He kicked on the afterburners and really got some good yards after catch there. Now in the backfield with Isaiah Stevens.
The give to Stevens. He's going to try that right side and just
running behind Dylan Smith.
Eases his way forward for about 5 yards.
Love to see Dylan come into the backfield. You know, create some uncertainty for the defense. You're used to seeing him out wide. Doesn't get the football that time, but does lead the way blocking for Isaiah. And Dylan is not afraid to thump somebody.
A pickup of 6 officially brings up 2nd down and 4. It's Dylan Smith, Zay Stevens in the backfield with Barksdale. Lots of time. Throws to the end zone. Incomplete. Was trying to hit a streaking Zay Stevens, and that was close to being 6 points.
Isaiah coming out of the backfield, running the wheel route. Easton with a beautiful touch pass behind the defender, giving Zay time to run by the defender. As anyone knows, it's hard to stay in front of Isaiah for very long. Unfortunately, incomplete that time. Now Isaiah in the backfield. Easton has an up back. We've seen this several times tonight.
3rd and a long 4, and now Easton takes the snap, drops back, throws to the end zone, incomplete. Couple of Catholic defenders back there.
Maybe trying to force that one into Walker Shields just a little bit there. Several Catholic defenders in the area. Fortunate to see that one fall incomplete. Going to bring up a 4th and 5.
Another big 4th down here. Sheridan has been successful every time so far tonight, going for it on 4th down. 4th and a long 4. Easton throws, complete, and 1st down yardage for J.P. Black.
Yep, great job from J.P. looking that ball in, making sure that he secured the catch before he turned upfield. Easton doing a really good job rolling to his left, completing passes tonight.
That's a Stockton Power Equipment 1st down, and the Jackets have it 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line of Catholic. Clock rolling, 7 minutes, 48 seconds left to play in the People's Bank 2nd quarter. Barksdale hit just as he throws, and now flag comes down.
Number 43 for Catholic with a hard hit on Easton right when he was throwing the football. That was number 43, Clay Counts for Catholic. We got a flag down on the field.
It's a hold against Sheridan. So we'll replay the down, but a lot of lost yardage there, back to the 21-yard line.
It's okay. Got a little bit more space to operate with.
And now Dylan Smith to take the snap. No, check that. That's Barksdale. Oh, complete to Walker Shields, and he's hit hard at the 21-yard line.
Catholic keyed in on Walker Shields there. We quickly turn and throw the ball to Walker. A huge hit from number 2, Walter Menifee, the senior outside linebacker and corner for Catholic.
So no gain on the play, brings up 2nd down and 20. Clock still rolling, 7:13 left to play in the quarter.
Going to have quads down to the far side of the field, a lot of space, and then Isaiah is lined up tightly off of the right tackle. Interesting formation here. Coach Kelly's going to spend a timeout.
All right, so the Jackets are going to take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Yellow Jacket football right after this.
So here at Manette Law, focus primarily on personal injury. When a client comes to me, my role is to try to eliminate some of those obstacles and some of those burdens that they're navigating so that they can focus primarily on getting better. please call me. This is what I do, and I want to help you, and I want to hold those insurance companies accountable, or the person who caused your injury accountable, so that you're fairly compensated.
Back at War Memorial Stadium, Yellowjackets on top 30-13, and trying to add to that, but faced with a long second down right here. Second down and about 20 yards to go. The ball at the Rocket 21-yard line. And the Jackets will go back to a similar formation as just prior to the timeout.
So 4 receivers stacked to the bottom of your field. Isaiah alone, tight.
Little pitch
Gets the
inside to
pitch
Stevens.
pass with a lot of space.
Yeah. Rockets read that well.
Very short gain on the play.
Pickup of a couple. We've seen Sheridan run similar things in the past, and not every time, but often those stacked quads down there, it's actually intended as kind of a decoy for the inside pitch to Zay.
Well, credit to the Catholic defense. With so much space to the wide side of the field, in a very, slicing, cutting runner in Zay, they were able to force him to run sideline to sideline and didn't allow him to get upfield.
Easton rolls to the right.
Oh.
Throws into coverage, and fortunate that one was not intercepted. It was broken up at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, intended for number 7, Dylan Smith. In traffic, had number 4, Hunter Socia, alone on the sideline. And you can see number 2 for Catholic left Socia to come back inside. And so now we're going to be looking at a 4th and 18.
Yet another 4th down for the Jackets. They've converted every one, but this is a more challenging one. 4th and 18, and Barksdale is hit. He escapes. Now he's going to tuck it himself. He gets to the 10-yard line, down to the 5, but it's not going to be enough, and it will be a turnover on downs, and the Catholic Rockets will take it over on their own 6-yard line.
A blitz from Catholic, number 1, Evan Scott, getting to Easton. He is able to spin out of the attempted sack and gain a bunch of yards. Catholic's going to take over on their 6. And although we did not convert the first down, Easton did a great job. Think about it kind of like a punt.
Yeah, that's
he
about
pinned Catholic back deep in their own territory. They've got to go 94 yards now.
Yeah, he was back around the 30, maybe even closer to the 35-yard line. So a net of 25, 30 yards on that, of him being able to escape that sack and pick up positive yardage. So the Rockets fake the handoff. Blair's going to keep, as we've seen several times tonight. He crosses the 20. Flag goes down out across the 40 in midfield. They say that he's out of bounds at around the 46-yard line. We'll see what the flag is.
Catholic had a guy going in motion. They faked the one handoff to number 48. The quarterback has an option to either keep or pitch the football to the back that's in motion. Elected to keep it and cut up field. Big gain on the play, but brought back by the penalty flag.
So that's a Sheridan Ace Hardware penalty against the Rockets. And a good time to have it if you're a Yellow Jacket fan.
Excellent timing.
So it looks like the spot of the foul, it's a hold, and it looks like it probably took place somewhere at around the 18-yard line maybe. Or 19, so we're going to mark it back to the 9-yard line. So a net of about 3 yards after that big of a pickup.
Right,
So
Andy, this is the second time now Catholic's had a big run, get called back with a penalty.
Blair's going to keep it again, and he's going to be stopped at about the 12. Second down.
Yellow Jacket defense flying around to stop Blair for only a 3-yard gain there. Going to bring up a 2nd and 4.
Yeah, I saw Copeland Crutchfield there for the Yellowjackets. 2nd down and 4.
So sorry,
About-
that was a 6-yard gain.
Yeah. A little over 5 minutes left to play in the half. Blair again with the keeper. And
Man, a great play from Eli Turner. The play was coming right at him. Number 48 for Catholic, the running back, is leading the way for Blair.
yeah,
And
Robinson.
Eli shucks the blocker, throws him out of the way, and is able to make the tackle for a 2-yard gain, going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Great play from Eli.
So big 3rd down here as the Rockets are in their own territory at about the 14-yard line. I'm sorry, 19-yard line. And a big stick, Eli Turner, along with Logan Garrison for Sheridan. And it's a loss on the play. Back to
Huge stop.
back to about the 18. A loss of a yard brings up
Huge
4th
stop.
down and 3.
2 great plays from Eli Turner in a row, going to force a Catholic punt. Remember last time, Catholic acted like they were going to punt, looking to pass.
Yellowjackets trying to get a man off the field and do successfully. Not much rush there, and so the punt is going to hit at about the 48-yard line and roll into Yellowjacket territory down near the 39-yard line, and that's where the Jackets will take it 1st and 10. Leading 30-13 with 3 minutes, 37 seconds left to play in this Peoples Bank 2nd quarter. And Dakota, Yellowjacket defense has looked good tonight.
The Jacket defense has looked phenomenal, making plays at very good times. They have been keyed in on the quarterback run, stopping it for no gain or just a couple yards gain multiple times, forced a couple punts to get the ball back to the explosive offense. Offense continues to go down the football field, scoring every time but one.
So we've got a penalty flag, and it's going to be prior to the snap, a false start against the Yellowjackets. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. So they'll start this possession 1st down and 15 at their own 34.
Andy, I'm looking at the field. Got a lot of space down here, 3-on-3 at the bottom of the screen.
Barksdale throws complete to J.P. Black at the 35. Stays on his feet, fighting for yardage, and gets up to around the 36, maybe the 37. Short gain on the play.
Yeah, nice catch from JP, able to get a yard or two after the catch, really fighting hard for yardage. Gonna get 2 of those yards back.
2nd and 13. Zay in the backfield. Easton throws, was trying to hit Dylan Smith, broken up.
Number 22 for Catholic, consistently getting some pressure on Easton. The middle linebacker in the face of the quarterback again while he's trying to throw. Easton has done a really great job standing in there, standing tall, and driving the football forward, not fading away back from the hit. He's standing strong in the pocket and trying to still push the football into the space it needs to go. Going to bring up a 3rd and 13.
Jackets look to throw. Little screen set up for Isaiah, and he's hit as soon as he makes the reception, is actually going to lose a couple of yards. Back to the 33-yard line. And it's going to bring up 4th down and maybe 16 to go for the first. So now Barksdale will drop back in a position, looks like he's going to kick it. A little quick kick. And
spiraling punt.
Yeah,
from
it's going to hit and take a Catholic rocket roll. It hit at about the 39-yard line and bounced backward
Heads
About
up
5
play
yards.
from Hunter Socia to just knock the football out of bounds, prevent it from coming backwards any further. Heads up play from the receiver.
So after a lot of offense in the first quarter and the first part of the second quarter, we've seen the defenses stand up tall here for both of these teams here recently. 1st and 10 for the Rockets now when we resume play at their 39-yard line. They'll send 3 receivers to the left side of the field. Phillips, Blair, Stratton, Robinson in the backfield. Blair is going to air it out. He's got a man down there. Good play by Braden Lewis.
Braden Lewis, the team leader in pass breakups, with a huge play in a one-on-one situation with a streaking receiver, able to time up the football, hitting the hands of the Catholic receiver and just knock it away. Braden has been a pass breakup specialist for this Yellow Jacket defense all season long.
So we've seen a couple of nice breakups. That one by Braden Lewis a little bit earlier in the game. Dylan Smith able to get just a hand on a ball to save a touchdown.
We've seen a lot of quarterback runs on 2nd down. This
Yep.
time,
Oh!
This time they handed off, and boy, was Marquise Thorne ready for that, licking his chops and blowing up the play for no gain. Thorne with a huge hit.
That was Elliott Lovell with the carry for Catholic, and you know they've, as you mentioned, they've run that several times. All but a couple of times, it's actually been a quarterback keeper, and I'm thinking that Lovell wishes that one had been a quarterback keeper.
If you asked him right now, I think he would agree with you.
Loss of a couple on the play brings up 3rd down and 12 for the Rockets.
A lot of credit to Thorne for not getting, for not just thinking it was going to be.
Bailey throws and almost intercepted. It was in and out of the hands of the receiver, and Ross Stevens was there and had a shot at picking that one off, but it's going to fall incomplete and bring up 4th down.
Well, Thorne involved in the play again, swatting at the football as soon as it started to hit the hands of the Catholic receiver. 2 plays in a row where Thorne really made a difference.
4th down now and another stop for this Yellow Jacket defense.
The 2 defenses trading stops back and forth the last several possessions. Like Andy mentioned, going from kind of a very offensive first quarter to a defensive battle in the second.
This punt is going to hang in the air and hit at the 31 and roll inside the Yellow Jacket 25 down to the 20 and just inside the 20-yard line, and that's where the Jackets will take over.
A nice punt from the Catholic Rockets there.
Yeah, Jackets have 1 minute and 4 seconds left in this first half, this People's Bank second quarter.
All right, Andy, we got 1 minute left in the first half. 1:04 to go. Plenty of time for this Yellow Jacket offense to go the distance of the field, to go 80 yards, while also preventing Catholic from touching the football again.
Yeah, I absolutely would expect the Yellow Jackets to be aggressive here. Barksdale pumps. Now is being rushed, thrown out of the pocket, and throws incomplete.
Come on now.
And Dylan Smith a little bit slow to get up.
Barksdale doing a great job in the backfield, avoiding the rush while keeping the eyes downfield. Throws a dart to Dylan Smith. Dylan jumps up, gets some hands on it, unable to bring it down, but got hit hard by 2 Catholic defenders. Goes off the field.
Jackets send 3 receivers to the wide side. Easton throws. It was behind Walker Shields, and I think maybe Walker thought it was for him. Maybe not, I don't know, but just past him and then into Zay Stevens' hands, and he couldn't hang on to it.
Andy, it looked to
3rd
me,
and 10.
It looked to me like we turned and pumped and faked the throw to Walker and then tried to thread the throw into a window to Zay. Didn't work out, but it was a spot-on pass from
3rd and
Easton.
10.
Trying to set up the
Set
screen.
up the screen. It's complete. Walker
Ooh.
Shields at the 20 to about the 22-yard line. So
Kind of slow
a
developing
lot of
screenplay.
work for a couple of yards. And now 4th down for the Jackets at the 22-yard line. The clock is still rolling, 28 seconds, and there's 24 on the play clock.
Catholic spending the timeout.
Rockets take a timeout. We'll stay here.
So 27 seconds to go. It's 4th and 10. Ball is on our own 22-yard line. You're weighing risk and reward here. We saw a successful punt from Easton the last time. Curious to see what we do in this situation.
Considering what they did on that last possession with Easton, with kind of the mid-range punt, I wouldn't be surprised to see that again. This time, Yellowjackets with a 17-point lead, 32 seconds left to play in the half at their own 22-yard line. Now, let's not forget, it is a Kevin Kelly team. So 4th and 8 or on your own 22,
Well,
hey.
If you're Little Rock Catholic, you are on your toes right now.
Absolutely.
You're not assuming anything.
Yeah. All right. Both teams back onto the field.
A very tight, heavy set.
So Easton and the kick, a very short one, takes a Yellow Jacket roll to about the 49-yard line.
About a 30-yard punt.
A fortunate roll because it initially was almost just going straight up in the air.
Yes.
But it was end over end, hit, and then roll forward.
Well, great opportunity here for the Yellow Jacket defense to stand tall like they have been on the last several Catholic possessions. Take us into the half with a lot of momentum. Catholic has been running the football most of the half, but look for them to throw a little bit here.
25 seconds left. Double reverse. Rockets are throwing. They've got a man down there, complete at the 23-yard line.
Got a flag in the backfield.
Ben Gassaway with the reception for the Rockets. Ross Stevens with the stop, but there is a flag down.
Most of Little Rock Catholic's big plays tonight have been called back due to penalties. And it happens again.
Yeah, holding call against the Rockets, so that's another Sheridan Ace Hardware penalty against Catholic. And marks off 10 yards from the spot of the foul, but more importantly, if you're a Catholic fan, it negated a big pickup down to about the 23-yard line of Sheridan. So the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left to play in the half.
The Rockets needing to gain 61 yards to get into the end zone. Clock is running down.
Phillips
Got
Blair
pressure.
trying to find a man open. He's got a guy at the 20-yard line.
Man. Lucky break.
That
The
was
Yellow Jacket defense in and out of the hands of the outstretched arms of number 10, Hunter Markham.
Yeah, so the Rockets had an opportunity there. Very nearly capitalized on it.
So 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Look for the Rockets to take another deep shot. Likely the last play of the quarter.
So the Jackets have Dylan Smith in the ball game at safety. Phillips Blair looks to throw, just scrambling around, trying to make anything happen, and that's going to be broken up, and that'll be the end of the half.
Waylon Partain breaking up the pass, negating any hope for the Rockets to get in the end zone again prior to the half. It's going to be 30-13 going into halftime.
All right, we're going to go down on the field in our sideline reporter Mike Nevins, and I think he was going to try and catch Coach Kevin Kelly. Mike, are you there?
Yeah, we got him.
All right, you're on, Mike.
Coach 30-13 at the half. You got to feel pretty good about the defense. They played pretty good.
Felt great about the defense.
Got
to come up with those picks, though. They got picks in their hands.
That's right.
You got a chance to change the game, and we've got to do that too. It can't be, hey, we did a good job tackling the guys. It's got to be, we get a chance to make a play. We got to make a play. That's what good teams do.
What adjustments can you make at the half and on offense? You're moving the ball some, but we're just not.
Well, we scored the first 4 drives. Then we hadn't scored the last 3 drives. On all 3 drives, penalties. Self-inflicted illegal motion penalties. We've got to eliminate that. By analytics, we score a high percentage of time. It goes down to a fifth of the chance to score, 20% chance to score when we have a penalty on the drive. And we just keep getting them. And we're doing silent snap, and guys are jumping off sides, and we try regular snap. I mean, it's just, if they want, let's come down to this. If they want to win the game, they'll do the things we ask them to do. And if they don't want to do it bad enough, then we won't win the games. And that's where I'm with this. Because those penalties, I can't go out there and do it for them. We have punished them. We've did ball snaps. We've gone silent. We've gone 1. We've done everything you can possibly do, and nothing's working. So again, eventually it just comes down to, do they want to do it bad enough to win or not? If they don't, they'll keep going out there not focusing on the snap.
All right, good looking second half, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, thank you, Mike Nevins. Thank you, Coach Kelly. It's 30-13, Sheridan on top. We're going to take a break here in a moment, but before we do, Dakota, your thoughts on the first half?
Excellent first half. You saw the offense be able to run and throw the football almost at will, moving the football down the field at an incredible pace in the first quarter and able to add some additional scoring in the second. You really saw the defense step up, key in on the quarterback, key in on Blair, who, as you mentioned, is the vast majority of the Catholic Rocket offense. If you stop him, you got a great chance of shutting them down entirely, only allowing 13 points in the half, despite an average starting field position of about the 50-yard line, is a huge success for the defense, and great to see that, bouncing back after the Benton game last week. They are playing great. They're playing hard. And like Coach Kelly said, several chances at more turnovers than just the one.
Yeah, and we've seen a couple of guys from the Yellowjacket offense get a little two-way play tonight. Dylan Smith, I know we've seen him in there with a couple of big plays. Eli Turner in at linebacker with some big hits. So, Kevin Kelly, he's putting his athletes on the field and saying, go win a football game, guys. We're going to take a break at halftime here. Again, it's Sheridan 30. It's Little Rock Catholic 13. We're going to cut for intermission, and then we'll be back in a little bit with our second half.
Go Jackets.
All right, we're back at War Memorial Stadium a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half, and we're going to go down to our sideline reporter, Mike Nevins, who is going to give us a update on what Kevin Kelly was telling his team at halftime. Mike, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. So just like he talked about, he went in the locker room. You know, the message was, hey, defense, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all played really good, but we could have played really great. We had 2 interceptions that we could have had that, you know, could have really changed the game. Lost contain on one play, and they busted it for a big play and got their second touchdown. You know, offensive line, just give us a little more time. Give us just a little more time. Zay's going to break one. Easton's going to make a play. Just give us that little more time. You know, and then the mental errors he talked about, you know, said that, you know, it could be a 42-7 game if we don't get those penalties on those last 3 drives, right? And you start out, you know, 1st and 15, you know, get a holding call, 1st and 20. So it was the message that he told us, you know, before the half that he was going to give, and the guys responded really well. The energy seems good. So we'll see what happens when we come out in the second half here.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of what you visited with him about just before they went into the locker room. Mike, we appreciate your help in giving us that report.
Yeah.
All right, so Dakota, we're getting set to start here. We're about a minute away from the second half. We talked about it, a really solid first half by this Yellow Jacket offense and defense.
That's right.
And perhaps one of the most solid halves of football that we've seen. Not a lot of, flashy big plays, but just some good, solid, steady football. Mike mentioned it a little bit ago. Kevin Kelly, certainly not pleased maybe with some of the penalties, but that aside, strong, solid showing.
Yeah, very happy with what we saw in the first half. I think all of Yellow Jacket Nation would say the same thing. In a dogfight last year, this game was back and forth until the very end. We were able to create some separation going into the half, knock down some passes, defend some long runs, as Catholic was trying to get into the end zone before the half. Very important because Catholic's going to start the second half with the football.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, how this third quarter goes. Does Sheridan go on and extend this lead and kind of put this one away, or does Catholic make this a fight and what that fourth quarter looks like? So you mentioned it, Catholic's going to get the football to begin.
Maybe. They're maybe going to get the football. That was presumptuous.
Right. Well,
presumptuous in me saying that they were going to get the
that's
football.
That's true. Cam Martin is into the ball game, presumably to kick an onside kick. So we haven't recovered one yet. Looking for our first one of the evening. Hopefully that's here in just a couple of seconds if you're a Yellow Jacket fan. 30-13 as we start this third quarter, brought to you by Edwards HVAC. And we are underway.
Big hop. Come on.
And again, a nice job jumping on that Hunter Markham for the Catholic Rockets. And so Catholic will take possession, 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Again, the Rockets are doing a good job of kind of smothering the football. Before it can take a crazy side hop or a big bounce, they're aggressively diving down on it to kill it before the big hop can happen. And so Yellow Jacket defense gets a chance to flex and continue to hold the Rocket offense in place.
And they fake the handoff. Phillips Blair is going to keep it inside Jacket territory down to about the 42-yard line.
About a 9-yard gain on first down. Able to get to the outside with the fake handoff and following behind.
I'm just a little amazed. I'm just a little amazed at how many carries Blair has himself, how much of this offense revolves around him. Very few handoffs tonight. It's all been pretty much Phillips Blair. Blair, as I say that, hands off to Robinson up the middle, and he picks up first down yardage and then some inside the Jackets' 30-yard line down to about the 28.
That's right. And Reed Ross Stevens, number 16, in on the tackle, along with another Jacket coming and catching the runner from behind. First down for the Rockets on the ground. Very few pass attempts tonight for the Rockets.
1st and 10. They try it again with Robinson, and there's nothing there. He's going to be stopped for no gain on the play.
See number 99, Jaqueline Morris, and look like number 50, Leighton Tarter, in on the tackle. The defensive tackles stopping the run up the middle. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Very important to have, if you're on defense, a negative yardage play or a no gain play on a first down situation really gives you an advantage.
2nd and 10 for the Rockets at the Jacket 28. Man in motion. Phillips Blair is going to keep himself and get down to about the 20-yard line.
You know, the Rockets are really running a triple option of sorts. You know, there's an initial mesh point where the quarterback could hand off to a running back. If he pulls it, there's a receiver or another back running in the same direction as the quarterback, and he can either keep it or pitch it. Now, he's yet to pitch on the run tonight, so something to keep an eye on as this triple option continues to get run.
And a favorable spot is enough for a first down. And Blair's going to keep again and gets down to about the 15-yard line of Sheridan, back to the 16.
Yeah, about a 2-yard gain.
And again, you said it's a triple option, but there hadn't been a whole lot of the first two on that. It's been Blair Phillips, or right. Phillips Blair. It's easy to get that backwards. Yeah. So Blair with the carry again. This time he fakes, he throws, and touchdown Catholic, as they found the open receiver in the end zone.
Credit to Catholic. They've been setting that play action pass up all night long, running the triple option relentlessly.
That was Hayden Rofe with the reception for Catholic for the touchdown. And so the Rockets strike pretty quickly here in this third quarter.
Well, Andy, we knew this was going to be a fight. You know, Catholic responds out of the half, able to score, and now it's up to our offense to respond.
Extra point is up, and it's good. And so with 9 minutes, 46 seconds left to play in this Edwards HVAC third quarter, it's Sheridan 30, Little Rock Catholic 20. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back after this.
Here at Reliance Bank, our name says it all. Rely on us. We proudly celebrate that our Kansans have done that for 60 years. To provide personalized service, a face-to-face human connection with convenient and secure technology. Rely on us to be with you in the community, continuing to make Arkansas a great place to live and do business. Reliance Bank. Visit us today.
Back again at War Memorial Stadium, Sheridan 30, Catholic 20. 9 minutes, 46 seconds left to play in the third quarter. But the Rockets, with the opening possession of the first or second half, went down and scored. And so they've cut this lead to 10, and Zay Stevens is going to field the kickoff at the 5-yard line, crosses the 10, the 15, the 20. He's got some running room. He crosses the 30. And is going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 43-yard line.
2 flags down at the 20, thinking they're going to be calling a block in the back. Unfortunately, after the explosive return from Zay, he fields the kick that goes in between himself and Dylan Smith off the bounce, fakes like he's going to hand it off, goes to the left, then reverses field, goes up the sideline to the right, getting out to the 43-yard line, but coming back due to what looks like a block in the back penalty.
So the penalty will be against the Jackets, and it'll nullify the big return by Zay Stevens. So they're going to mark it back all the way to the 10-yard line of Sheridan, and that's where the Jackets will start this second half. First down and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Stevens in the backfield along with Easton Barksdale. Little quick pitch, and Zay's going to be dropped for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, that was number 25. Aiden Geyser, defensive end, linebacker, the senior for the Rockets, able to come up with a tackle for a loss. Going to bring up a second 12. First time we've run, kind of a toss play tonight.
So the loss of 2 brings up second and 12. Jackets at their own 8-yard line. Easton throws complete. First down yardage. Walker Shields went up high for that one and was hit, but was able to hold on to it and move the chains.
Yeah, holy hang time. Walker Shields just floating through the air, holding on to the football while getting hit hard over the middle. Really good conversion.
That's a Stockton Power Equipment first down. Zay Stevens has good yardage on a first down carry up to about the 30, maybe the 31-yard line with forward progress.
Yeah, quick 9-yard run from Zay right up the middle on the heels of the first down conversion. You can see the tempo picking up a little bit for the Yellowjacket offense, trying to get in a little bit of a rhythm.
Second and a yard. Jackets at their own 31. Give to Stevens, a little end-around pitch to J.P. Black on the reverse, and he gets the first down. Not a lot of yardage on that, but it's enough for another Stockton Power Equipment first down up to about the 35-yard line.
Not a lot of yards, but he got every yard he needed.
They'll mark it at the 34. Jackets have it first down in there. 8:08 left to play in this Edwards HVAC third quarter.
Zay stepping off, Eli Turner coming into the game at running back.
It's going to be Turner in the backfield with Barksdale. 3 receivers to the wide side. Eli gets the call, spins out of a tackle at the line of scrimmage and falls forward for 2, maybe 3 yards.
If you're trying to tackle Eli Turner and you're the first guy there, you're going to have to try to tackle him twice because he's more than likely going to go through the first attempt, normally taking several defenders to bring him down a tough couple of yards on that play.
Quick pitch out to Hunter Sosha, and he's upended after making the reception close to the first down marker.
First touch for Sosha in a while. Getting upfield immediately. Did not hesitate, did not wait to evaluate what was in front of him. He caught it, immediately turned up the field and came up just shy, inches shy of another first down. 3rd and inches approaching.
Third and very short. At about the 44-yard line, as you mentioned, just inches away from the first down marker. Eli Turner in the backfield.
I think we are an inch short.
Play clock may have expired.
Got a timeout in ahead of it. Great use of a timeout from Coach Kelly. When you're in a 3rd and inches situation, the last thing you want to let happen is a delay of game penalty. So excellent use of the timeout.
Yeah. While they take one, so will we. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more Yellow Jacket football after this. We're back again. Yellow Jackets have it 3rd down and extremely short to pick up the first inches away, maybe a couple of inches away.
Eli and Zay in the game. Look for Zay to come in motion.
The
Hand
gift
it
to
off to
Zay,
him.
and he's got the first down and spins forward to about the midfield marker, and that'll be another Stockton Power Equipment first down.
Yeah, Zay comes in motion from a slot position, immediately puts his foot in the ground and goes up the field, getting 5 more yards than he needed to secure the Stockton Power Equipment first down. Again, looking at the same formation, Zay in the slot, Eli to the left, probably coming in motion.
Zay does go in motion. Easton hit from behind. I don't think he ever saw it coming. Lucky to hang on to that football, and he's going to be thrown for a big loss back to about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, big loss on the play. The Catholic defender, number 1, was in the backfield quickly. That was Evan Scott getting the sack. Going to bring up a 2nd and 18.
He came from Barksdale's blind side, and again, fortunate that Easton was able to hang on to the football. That's where you get a lot of turnovers. 2nd down and 18 yards to go for the first. Clock rolling, 5:45 left to play in the Edwards HVAC third quarter. Stevens in the backfield, goes in motion.
Oh, he's there.
Barksdale throws. He's got a man and complete. J.P. Black at the 45-yard line.
J.P. Black, really good catch. Easton had a couple of options there. J.P. able to box out the defender, flash the hands, secure the catch. I've noticed throughout this season, and in situations where we're trying to convert a longer down and distance, the Yellowjacket receivers have been excellent at boxing out defenders in one-on-one situations.
3rd and 5. Quick pitch out to Walker Shields, and
Yep.
I think he's got enough for the first. Yep, he's out of bounds at the 39-yard line, they'll say. So that's another Stockton Power Equipment first down.
Justin Stockton Power Equipment.
Yep.
They've both got a lot of power.
We got the full names in there.
Yeah, great first down. Another quick bubble screen out to Walker Shields in space. Good blocking from number 4, Hunter Sosha.
Barksdale has some time. Has a man complete.
Speaking of Hunter Sosha.
At the 20, the 15, Hunter Sosha, touchdown Sheridan.
I mean, the play before throws a great block for his buddy to pick up a first down, and then immediately, we can see it on our screen on the Jumbotron. He does a great job not waiting on the football to get to him, but he comes back to the football and then immediately turns, flips his hips, turns on the burners, and nobody was going to catch him for the touchdown. An incredible 2-play series for Hunter Sosha.
He's having a big game tonight. That was a Teeter Motors touchdown, and Andrew Mitchell is in to attempt the extra point. His kick is up, and it is good, and with 4 minutes, 47 seconds left to play in this third quarter, it's Sheridan, 37. Catholic, 20. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back after this.
Shelby Taylor Trucking serves all your timberland needs in South Central Arkansas. With over 50 years in the industry, Shelby Taylor Trucking has established themselves as trustworthy leaders in the industry. From planting to harvesting to hauling your timber, Shelby Taylor Trucking is ready to serve you. Follow them on all social media platforms at Shelby Taylor Trucking. Learn more by visiting their website at staylortrucking.com. That's staylortrucking.
Hey, we're back at War Memorial Stadium, and just before we went to timeout, Hunter Sosha with the big touchdown catch, that Teeter Motors touchdown, and he's put the Jackets back up by 17, 37-20, and that was a couple of big plays on that drive by Hunter Sosha, Dakota.
Oh my gosh, and so well timed. Catholic comes out of halftime, gets the ball, goes and scores. All right, cut the lead to 10 points. How do we respond? Well, we respond by going down the field, scoring a touchdown.
High bounce, and goes out of bounds.
Scoring a touchdown, converting when we need to. And Hunter Sosha, the reward for throwing really good blocks as a receiver is touchdowns, sometimes as soon as the next play. And so That's why you got to get out there as a receiver and block for your buddies and give them a chance to score, because it's going to come back around and you're going to have a chance to score. So shortly after, while I'm rambling on about the talents of Mr. Hunter Sosha, we have a really high bounce and a great opportunity to get the onside kick. Unfortunately, goes out of bounds, but Catholic has been smothering the football before the bounce could take place, and we finally got to see it. I mean, that ball went 10 feet in the air.
Yep. It does go out of bounds, though. Did go out of bounds, and so the Rockets will start at midfield, 1st and 10 from there. That's where they've started most of their drives. Blair, and that looked like a forward pitch. He was past the line of scrimmage. I don't see a flag down, but that football almost certainly went forward, and he appeared to be past the line of scrimmage. Nobody calls it.
Well, the first time that we'll elect to call that a pitch, the first time that the pitch on the triple option has been thrown so far tonight.
It's enough for a first down for Catholic at the Yellowjacket 37-yard line. They'll send a man in motion, and he's going to be wrapped up at about the 41-yard line, a loss on the play.
Great play from Marquise Thorne. They go to the pitch man again, and Marquise is there to shut it down for a loss. Loss of 4 yards on first down. The Rockets going backwards after the last conversion.
4:12 left to play in the third quarter. This third quarter brought to you by Edwards HVAC. Jackets on top 37-20. 2nd down 14 now. Rockets at the 41-yard line of Sheridan. They fake the handoff. Phillips Blair goes over the middle and almost intercepted.
Bobbled by the Catholic receiver. Ross Stevens was there. Almost came up with the interception.
Ross has had a shot at a couple of them tonight, and he laid out flat for that one and couldn't quite get there. So the incomplete pass will bring up 3rd down 14 now for the Rockets.
All I'm going to say is they better not give him another chance.
Ross is saying, hey, bring one more to me, baby. 3rd and 14. Catholic with the football at the Jacket 41.
To the line here. Looking to go play action.
Yep. Set it up, complete pass inside the 40, the 35, down to about the 30-yard line. And it's not going to be enough for the first. It'll bring up 4th down and 3.
So they bring number 16 in motion across the line of scrimmage. They fake a handoff. He's already running full speed. They get the ball to him with momentum, blockers out in front. A lot of credit to Braden Lewis for sticking his head in there and bringing number 16 for Catholic down short of the line of game. Going to bring up a 4th and 3. We've got our jumbo package in. Watch out for play action here from the Rockets.
4th and 3. And fumble! Yellowjackets have it. Ross Stevens. I think that's Stevens at the bottom of that pile. It is.
Well, didn't get the interception, but was in the perfect place at the perfect time for the fumble. And that was his brother, number 11, Reed Stevens, forcing the fumble. So we have Reed Stevens force the fumble, Ross Stevens recover the fumble, just like you draw it up.
Yeah, that was a big hit on Phillips Blair. He was stuck, and that ball came flying out, and Stevens was right there, very alert to hop on it. And so the Yellow Jacket defense comes up with another turnover in this ball game, and it sends the offense back out onto the field. Zay Stevens gets the call on first down. He crosses the 30-yard line out to about the 33.
Going to get 6 yards on the quick inside handoff.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
You can see it on the field. There's a lot of energy and confidence and momentum going the Yellow Jackets' way right now. Another quick handoff to Zay. Makes the first man miss. Churning. and is brought down after gaining another Stockton Power Equipment first down.
Jackets have it now at their own 40-yard line. They move the chains. The clock momentarily stopped and now runs again. And hits the 3-minute mark left to play in this Edwards HVAC third quarter.
Jackets taking a little bit more time to get this play call in.
Yeah. Play clock is
slowing the pace a little.
Yeah, play clock is about 10 now. Still plenty of time. Barksdale takes the snap, rolls to his right, throws, complete, and the ball's on the ground. Picked up by Catholic. Not sure. I mean, they're ruling that it was a completed pass and a fumble. It was, if it was indeed complete, it was a very quick hit, and he lost the football quickly.
So Walker does a great job coming back to the football to meet it in the air, and then tries to go inside. Very similar to what Hunter Socha did on the last possession. Unfortunately, we lose it with the fumble. So trading fumbles back and forth in the last two possessions. A fake handoff and immediately brought down behind the backfield by Colby Tabor.
Looks like they're going to say no gain on the play and spot the ball just inside the Jackets' 45-yard line near the 44, second down and 10.
So big, it's a big deal that immediately after the turnover, the defense allows the Rockets to have no gain on the first play. You know, the momentum just flipped. It's easy to put your head down, but they immediately are flexing their backs. They're ready to respond again.
Rockets fake the handoff, trying to throw deep. There's a man down there, but the pass is underthrown.
Kind of fell into no man's land between several receivers.
Yeah, I think he was trying to hit number 82, Brody Kelly, but if that's the case, it was underthrown by a few yards. It goes incomplete, brings up third down and 10.
Very quickly to a 3rd and 10 situation.
Big third down here.
Momentum at this moment, I mean, is up for grabs between the two teams. Very important what happens on this play.
Blair sets up the screen, complete, the 45, the 40, and short of the first down at about the 36-yard line.
Eli did a great job out there forcing the play back to the inside, did not allow the Catholic receiver to get to the outside, to get to the sideline. Again, we're bringing in our jumbo package, Sturdivant and Cowden running onto the field.
That was Hunter Markham with that last reception, the pickup down to, they say, the 37-yard line, so it makes it 4th down and 3 now for the Rockets.
So fourth and 3.
Blair rolls
out
to his right, has a man, complete, first down at the 30-yard line.
Excellent coverage from Braden Lewis. Almost got in there to break up the pass in a one-on-one situation with his teammates flying to the ball to help Braden stop the defender for no more gain. Although they did convert it, Braden really almost had another great pass break up there.
That was Guy Webb with the reception for Catholic. First down and 10 for the Rockets at the 30-yard line of Sheridan. Inside a minute left to play in the third quarter. The give to Robinson. He tries the middle of that Jacket line. Now he's going to be thrown down after a pickup of a couple.
Yeah,
that was Jackson Delk with the stop for Sheridan. It brings up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Jackson Delk bear hugs him and is ripping away at the football, trying to create another fumble. So 2nd and 8 upcoming. The clock is ticking down.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the last play of this quarter as we're inside 5 seconds now, and indeed the last couple of seconds tick off the clock, and so that'll do it for our Edwards HVAC third quarter. It's Sheridan 37, Catholic 20. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with your fourth quarter right after this. All right, we're back at War Memorial Stadium for our fourth quarter, brought to you by First Trust Home Loans and Roof Connect. They are each our presenting sponsors actually for the night as well, so we thank them and all of our other sponsors throughout the evening. And as we enter the fourth quarter, your Yellowjackets are on top, 37-20. The Rockets have the football, 2nd down and 8 at the Yellowjacket 28-yard line.
The two teams each trading a touchdown in the third quarter. No score changed.
Blair completed pass to Markham, and he's popped hard. Marquise Thorne there.
Marquise Thorne has been living at the line of scrimmage, breaking up passes, blowing up runs. A hard hit on that play.
Yeah, that was actually incomplete. So 3rd and 8 now at the 28-yard line. Rockets back to the line of scrimmage. They'll send 3 receivers wide to the wide side of the field.
False start.
Yep, whistles blow, flags down. Likely going to go against Catholic. It is. False start against the Rockets. They'll mark off 5 yards. That is a Sheridan Ace Hardware penalty.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 13.
We'll see if this Sheridan defense can stay tough again.
You know, Catholic down 17, 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Do you feel pressure to go for it if you do not convert on 3rd down here?
3rd and 13. Blair, he tucks it. Now he's going to keep himself, and he's very close to a 1st down, may have picked it up.
So the flow of the play took everyone to kind of the left side of the field. It emptied out the right side of the field. The quarterback able to find room to run and convert a 1st down.
Official
hot pursuit.
Official indicates that it is a 1st down. They moved the chains. So, yeah, did appear to be a generous spot. 1st and 10 for the Rockets at the 20. Blair has a man inside the 5, complete, reverses course and touchdown. Hayden Rofe, and the Catholic Rockets have closed the gap.
Number 16 for Catholic went streaking up the middle of the field. Hayden Rofe, 2 touchdowns for Catholic this half, both to Rofe. And is going to narrow the point differential to 11 prior to the extra point attempt. Bobbled. Fire, fire, fire. He's scrambling. That's close. Oh, man. That was so close. Right at the pylon.
The official signals that he crossed the pylon. And so the 2-point conversion is successful. I'm going to watch that back on the...
was not an intentional 2-point conversion attempt. The snap was low and was bobbled. They pick it up and are racing for the corner pylon. Looked like Jackson Delk was there and tried to throw him out of bounds before he could get there.
Looking at the replay on the big Jumbotron, it looked like his feet got across the goal line, but I don't know about the ball itself. We're going to watch it again up here on the Jumbotron. I wish we had that for the folks at home.
We do not have a pylon cam.
We don't have pylon cam, no.
At our disposal.
Yeah, we should invest in that.
Maybe next year.
All right. Regardless, nevertheless, the officials said that it indeed was a 2-point conversion, so it makes the score 37-28. Jackets on top.
Important to note, still a 2-possession game.
Right. 9-point lead, and kickoff by the Rockets is going to be taken by Jaden Green. Fakes the Handoff
Go, Jaden.
to Isaiah Stevens, and he turns the corner. He's at the 40 and out of bounds at about the 44-yard line, and a flag
coming
goes
in.
down.
Late hit out of bounds. Tack on some more yardage.
Yeah, that'll be a 15-yarder.
Nice play from Jaden Green. He fields the squib kick, some tricky bounces, takes off to his left, fakes the pitch to Isaiah Stevens. That would distract anyone, and then able to turn the corner and get out to about the 44-yard line before the late hit.
So, yeah, they'll mark off the big penalty yardage here.
You know, Andy, what I've loved from the Yellowjackets is the big plays immediately following a Rocket score.
Yeah, Yellowjackets have answered every time. Let's see if they can do it again here.
Great starting field position.
1st and 10 for the Yellowjackets at the Catholic 42-yard line. Jackets on top, 37-28. Stevens in the backfield. Zay's going to get the carry.
Able to get close to 2 yards.
Yeah, down to about the 40-yard line.
They
bring
did
up
a really
2nd and 8.
good job kind of diving forward. You know, every yard matters. And he kind of dove forward and got an extra yard on that run.
Yeah, wasn't a whole lot there. 2nd and 8. Jackets have 2 receivers to the wide side. Barksdale, plenty of time, throws
into triple coverage.
Yeah, trying to hit Hunter Sosha down there, but there are 3 Catholic defenders in the area.
Yeah, looked like a double move from Hunter. Thankful for that one to fall incomplete. Is going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
And now the clock starts to become a factor. 10:57 left in the ball game. J.P. Black gets the carry. He has first down yardage. He's at the 30, 25, 20-yard line, and J.P. Black picks up a first down for Sheridan, a Stockton Power Equipment first down, and the Jackets on the move.
Excellent timing with that play call from Coach Kelly and great execution by the players on the field. Little Rock Catholic was very visibly caught off guard by that play call in the 3rd and 8 situation. And J.P. Black did a great job following behind the blockers, giving them time to fit up their blocks and not rush the run.
We got a timeout on the field. We'll take one here, a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Yellow Jacket football right after this.
Here at Reliance Bank, our name says it all. Rely on us. We proudly celebrate that our Kansans have done that for 60 years. To provide personalized service, a face-to-face human connection with convenient and secure technology. Rely on us to be with you in the community, continuing to make Arkansas a great place to live and do business. Reliance Bank. Visit us today.
Back at War Memorial Stadium, and when we resume action, the Yellow Jackets will have it on the 20-yard line of the Catholic Rockets. Sheridan with a 37-28 lead and trying to add to that, Dakota.
Yeah, big conversion on 3rd down to pick up the Stockton Power Equipment first down on a really well-timed play call, catching Catholic off guard. Good run from J.P. Black. And now we've got 20 yards to go in the red zone with a 9-point lead, looking to extend it.
Barksdale gets the snap. I believe Jaden Green was the intended receiver there. Again, a couple of Catholic Rockets in the area.
Looked like some miscommunication. Easton throwing, towards the back of the end zone. Jaden broke the route off short. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
So Jackets will go with no backs in the backfield. Easton Throws to Zay. He's got it at the 15, slips a tackle at the 10, stays on his feet, and is going to go down at just inside the 10-yard line. You know, when you see that pile come in and a guy stood up, that's where you kind of hold your breath for a second. That's where you get your knee injuries.
No kidding.
So.
No kidding. Good to see him get up. Appear to be okay. Picked up another first down on the play. Stockton Power Equipment first down.
Now this will be first and goal with the ball spotted at the 9-yard line of Catholic now.
Yeah, ball start.
Yep. Whistles, flags, likely against Sheridan. False start against the Jackets, and so that'll be a 5-yard penalty back to the 14-yard line. So first and goal from there. Really would be good if the Jackets could go on and punch this one in here, Dakota, and stretch this lead out a little bit more.
Might as well.
10 minutes now left to play in the ball game. Your fourth quarter brought to you by First Trust Home Loans and Roof
Play
Connect.
clock's winding down. Coach Kelly trying to get a timeout before, and they are granting it. Play clock was just about to go to double zeros. The second time Coach Kelly's been able to save a delay of game penalty.
Yep. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more right after this. All right, it's first down and goal for the Yellowjackets after the penalty. Back at their own 14-yard line now is where the ball is spotted. Well, actually at the Catholic 14-yard line. 9:53 left to play in the ball game. Barksdale, timing pattern to the corner, touchdown Sheridan. Dylan Smith. A Teeter Motors touchdown.
What a beautiful throw. Beautiful flag route from Ethan to Smith. Ethan's sitting there, waiting on the right moment to throw, knowing he's about to get hit, delivers a perfect ball to Dylan Smith, who does an excellent job securing the catch. Perfect timing. Again, right after a Catholic score, the offense is able to go down the field and put more points on the board.
Andrew Mitchell's extra point hits the upright and is no good, and so that'll leave the score 43-28.
15-point lead.
Yellowjackets on top. 9 minutes, 47 seconds left to play in this ball game. We'll keep it here for the time being. So great response by this Yellowjacket offense, and we've seen it multiple times tonight that when Catholic goes down and scores, Sheridan comes back. And there's, a lot of resilience tonight by both the defense and the offense for Sheridan.
We're playing a complete game. The offense supporting the defense supporting the offense. It's everything you're looking for. And so what we really need here is the defense to shut them down. That way the offense doesn't have to go score again. Although we would not mind doing that too.
Right, absolutely. All right, so Cam Martin back into the ball game to kick off for Sheridan.
The deeper the game goes with the score the score differential staying the same, the more pressure Catholic has to throw the football down the field, which is not their strength.
Right. We mentioned it. Little line drive kick and takes a big bounce and is going to be fielded by Catholic at about the 30-yard line, and then
They didn't quite know what to do with that one.
Yeah, down to about the 27. So I think everybody was looking for the onside kick, and then it was the line drive, and really high bounce on that. So the Rockets with it 1st and 10 at their own 27, and as you were talking about, Dakota, more and more pressure on them to maybe start throwing the football, and that's not what they do a lot of. They do it some, but for the most part, they like to run that option, and that's what they do right now as Blair keeps himself up the middle for a gain of 2. We'll say 2 on the play.
Yeah, excellent job by the defense. I saw number 2, Colby Tabor, again in there on the tackle.
Yeah, about 1.5 yards on the pickup. 2nd and a long 8.
The Rockets want to throw the football off of play action, which is set up by the run. And so going to get them out of their comfort zone a little bit.
Bailey's been
pressured. A lot of
pressure. And it's picked
sir.
off. Braden Lewis.
The pass breakup specialist didn't need to break that one up. It was as if it was thrown right to him. He runs straight through the football. A huge, huge turnover for the Sheridan defense.
You could see Braden Lewis saw that one coming for a mile, broke on the football at just the right time. Great play on it. Good hands to hang on to it. Picked up a few yards on the return, and now the Yellowjackets are in fantastic position right now. Their best field position to start a drive tonight. They're at the 25-yard line of Catholic.
We got Eli Turner and Isaiah Stevens in the game. Similar setup. Isaiah in the backfield. Zay as a slot. Look for him to come in motion. Hand off to Zay. Eli Turner as the lead blocker, spinning for about a 5-yard gain.
Stevens down to the 15-yard line, brings up 2nd down and 5. Clock rolling inside the 9-minute mark. We're at 8 minutes, 45 seconds left to play in the ball game. Your 4th quarter and your game brought to you by First Trust Home Loans and Roof Connect.
A balance for the Sheridan offense right now. You're not in too big of a hurry. You want the clock to bleed out, but you also want to maintain momentum.
Eli Turner with the carry, sheds the first tackle and gets inside the 20 down to the 17, 18-yard line.
Another tough 2-yard run for Eli. Again, the first would-be tackler not able to bring him down. Got a 3rd and 3 coming up. Sticking with both backs on the field.
This is where you go and just go win a game.
That's right.
3rd down and 3.
Catholic no doubt is focused on both backs, wondering which one might end up with the football. Could be a good opportunity for play action.
The give to Zay, follows the block of Eli Turner and cuts it back inside and crosses the 15 down to about the 10. They move the chains. It's another Stockton Power Equipment 1st down, and the Yellowjackets have it 1st and goal.
Well, Andy, I am not shy about saying that, my favorite set on offense is both of these backs, being on the field at the same time. Their skills complement each other so much. It's hard to defend as the defense, and now they're in the split back formation. Direct snap
give to
Eli,
Turner. Turner inside the 5. Touchdown, Sheridan. Eli Turner just bowls over a couple of Catholic Rocket defenders, crosses the goal line, and we've got another Teeter Motors touchdown.
Excellent run from Eli. You saw on that possession alternating handoffs or snaps to Eli and Isaiah. 2 different styles of runners. You don't know which one you're going to get as the defense. They can each burn you in different ways. And so excellent usage of both of your backs. on that drive to get into the end zone and extend this lead to now a 21-point lead and looking for more.
So the Jackets have Barksdale and Stevens in the backfield. J.P. Black goes in motion. Barksdale with some time now throws to the end zone, and it is complete and converted. Walker Shields, and the Jackets tack on 2 more points.
Well, we've seen a range from Walker Shields. We've seen him hang in the air and catch a high football over the middle. We've seen him dive down low to convert this 2-point conversion. If you just get it close to him, he's probably going to come up with it. Excellent play from Walker.
Yeah, from our vantage point, it was kind of hard to see whether he was able to get that football before it hit the turf or not. We just watched the replay up on the Jumbotron, and he did. He was able to get his hands up underneath it, and that was definitely a correct call, that was a complete catch and a 2-point conversion. So a couple of big plays for the Yellowjackets, and it's now 51-28. Sheridan on top of Catholic. 7 minutes, 23 seconds left to play in this ball game.
Well, Andy, I feel like all of 2 minutes ago, 2 or 3 minutes ago, it was a 10-point game. The Jackets respond, get the turnover, go score again. I mean, this is excellent performance from this Yellow Jacket team on both sides of the ball in the second half.
So Cam Martin set to kick off once again. Ball placed down on the 40-yard line. This one, straight down the middle, fielded at the 29-yard line. It's going to be returned up over the 40, the 45, the 50,
out of bounds.
And out of bounds. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line, it looks like, of Sheridan.
We just lost contain on the outside. The Rockets able to get to the sideline, but hot pursuit from the rest of the coverage team to force them out of bounds.
So the Rockets will start with some pretty good field position here at the Sheridan 38-yard line. 7:13 now left to play in the ball game. Jackets trying to hang on for the victory here. 1st and 10 for Catholic.
Down 23, you've got to throw the football if you're the Rockets.
Blair, now he's going to tuck it and keep it, and he's going to be hit by Jackson Delk, I believe, at about the 35-yard line.
Jackson Delk not just going for the tackle, but going for the football. Blair barely able to hold on to it. Jackson does an excellent job of wrapping up and then stripping away at the football, trying to create a turnover.
Yeah, a lot of times when you see defenders trying to create the turnover, they forget the basics of make the tackle. As you mentioned, Jackson, he's got the tackle. Now he's trying to create the turnover. 2nd down and 8.
A lot of 2nd and 8s tonight for the Rockets.
Yeah, a lot of 2nd and 8. This time, Blair's going to keep it himself. No surprise there. That's what we've seen so much of tonight. He makes it down to about the 31-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
You know, the clock is Catholic's biggest enemy at this point, ticking down to 6 minutes left in the ball game.
Yeah, and Catholic does not seem to be in any huge hurry, which is, kind of surprising at this point.
They're still huddling, full huddle.
This is not the kind of game that they want to be in. Play clock is inside 8 seconds.
Double
now,
pass.
Pass forward is complete at about the 25, inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line.
The Rockets were looking deep and then checked it down, which you don't often see on a double pass. There's a lot of temptation to throw the deep ball, but checked it down and were able to convert.
It moves the chains and brings up a 1st down for the Rockets inside the 20 of Sheridan. And that's Blair with the keeper. to about the 13 maybe. Jackson Delk with the stop. They'll say forward progress to the 12. Brings up 2nd and 4.
You know, the Yellow Jacket defense, you just want to keep the defenders in front of you, make them earn it one play at a time. If they want to go down the field, 5 yards at a time.
Blair throws, has a man, touchdown. That's Hayden Rofe with the touchdown reception for Catholic.
Third touchdown for Rofe this half, responsible for all of their touchdowns in the second half.
And so with the touchdown, that closes the score to 51-34. Let's see if the Rockets try to go for 2 here. Looks like they will.
So down 17, looking to cut it to 15. 4 minutes, 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Had a Catholic Rocket try to run on the field and then run back off. Blair rolls to his right, has a man complete, and so the 2-point conversion is good. And that does cut it to 15, so it's still a 2-score game here, 51-36, 4 minutes, 44 seconds left to play in the ball game. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Yellow Jacket football right after this.
So I was born and raised in Sheridan. I graduated a Yellow Jacket and went to law school at the University of Arkansas up at Fayetteville. In the legal field, you're helping your neighbors. You're serving those around you, and I wanted to feel good and like that I was making a difference and doing it for people that just were kind and good people. And so that's what I found here in Sheridan. So it makes my job easy and enjoyable.
Yeah, we're back at War Memorial, Indy Mayberry, Dakota Heading. Jackets on top, 51-36, 4 minutes, 44 seconds left to play in this ball game. Our presenting sponsors tonight, First Trust Home Loans and Roof Connect. Onside kick by the Rockets. It's on the ground. Catholic has a shot at it. They say they've got it.
They've got it bounced right off of a Yellow Jacket on the receiving team. Recovered by Catholic.
So the Rockets come up with an onside kick recovery. Who would have thought that if you said there was one onside kick recovery so far in this ball game that it would be Catholic that has it, but they do at a crucial point here. Jackets up by 2 scores, 51-36, 15-point lead, 4:44 left.
Well, the clock is still your friend as the defense. Catholic down 2 possessions still. No need to get freaked out.
Blair with the keeper. He's got a lot of running room. Crosses the 40 down to the Sheridan 35.
There's a big hit from Braden Lewis down the field from the cornerback spot.
They temporarily stopped the clock while they moved the chains. 4 minutes, 39 seconds, and now they restart it. 4:35, 4:34. Blair, again,
Same play.
Huge hole up the middle. Crosses the 20 to the 15, down to the Sheridan 13-yard line. Braden Lewis with the stop.
Yeah, they're pulling number 61 from his right tackle spot and running behind him 2 plays in a row.
Both big gainers for the Rockets. Blair, this time there's nothing there.
Yeah,
It's going to be
go.
stopped for a loss on the play.
That was number 99, Jaquaylin Morris, stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Behind the line of scrimmage, going to be a 1-yard loss. Going to bring up a 2nd and 11. Clock now ticking down under 4 minutes.
Yellow Jackets want that clock to just keep right on running here. Again, Catholic not getting up there very quickly. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Blair, now he's been pressured, has nowhere to go, except he does. He spins out of a tackle, crosses the 20 and back to the 15-yard line. It looked like he was going to be dropped for a big loss on the play. Credit Phillips Blair with some pretty clever running and nifty running there. I don't either. I mean, it looked like he was going to be slung down. So they'll spot it at the 16-yard line. It brings up 3rd down and about 13 yards to go for the first. The clock is stopped with 3:34 left to play in the game.
Blair kind of hunched over on the sideline, now taking his helmet off, a little shook up after the play.
He's standing up, but as you mentioned, he's got his helmet off, and now Catholic wants a timeout. While they take one, we'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back after this. All right, we're back at War Memorial Stadium. 3 minutes, 34 seconds left to play in the ball game. Jackets on top, 51-36. Catholic with the football, 3rd and 13 at the Sheridan 16-yard line. Phillips Blair in the backfield has time now, is being pressured, and he's going to go down.
That was Reed Stevens. Put his feet down, squared up Blair.
There is a flag down. It's laying at about the 6-yard line in the backfield.
In the secondary.
Secondary. Waiting on an official call here. And it's going to be defensive holding.
Some substitutions taking place. Sturdivant and Cowden coming on to the field at defensive tackle to clog up the middle. Blair still in the game.
So it'll still be 3rd down. The ball on the 8-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 5 now.
Catholic would have to get to about the 3-yard line to pick up a first. The clock still rolling, 3:11 now. Blair keeps himself down close to the necessary yardage. We'll see where they spot it.
Looks like 4th and 1. And Bradley Sturdivant, one of the offensive linemen that just checked into the game at defensive tackle, coming up with the stop 1 yard short.
So 4th down and a yard. 2:39 left. Blair.
It's close.
Yeah, they'll stop the clock.
Each team pointing in the other direction. Going to come down to the spot. They're eyeballing.
Yeah, that's going to be close.
Are they going to have to measure?
So they're going to bring the chains on the field, it looks like.
I feel like it's appropriate to measure in.
Yeah, sure.
In this situation. Not even close. Okay, Mike Nevins on the sideline with the best view in the house, standing right beside the 4th down marker. Says half yard short. Okay.
Hey, Mike, we're going to go to you. Say what you said again for us.
Unless they move something, the marker was on the 8-yard line. That's half a yard short.
Yeah. You're right. at least half a yard. Good call, Mike.
Stop. Huge
Yeah, it wasn't even
stop
close.
for the Sheridan
I
defense.
mean, I guess they.
Oh.
Jackets take it on the turnover on downs, and so that should, barring some kind of unforeseen turnovers, big plays, something, that should just about do it.
Well, Sturdivant and Cowden going into the game at defensive tackle when the ball got down inside the 10 was a great move.
Zay's going to take it out up over the 10-yard line and give the Yellowjackets a little bit of breathing room there. Pickup of about 8 on the play, brings up 2nd and 2. Yeah, so we've seen a lot of that tonight is some guys. Kevin Kelly typically in the past has not wanted to play players two-way. He feels like that's too much of an opportunity for them to wear down by the fourth quarter, but has done that multiple times tonight. We've seen several players just in select situations,
Right.
especially.
Right. In coverage situations, you see Dylan Smith come onto the field, and in heavy run odds situations or near the goal line, you see Sturdivant and Cowden coming into the game at defensive tackle. Every now and then, I haven't seen it tonight, but every now and then you might see Zay Stevens come in on a 3rd and long to rush the quarterback. And so very select scenario usage of some of your best athletes on both sides of the field has produced really good results.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen our defense. I know there's 36 points on the board, and there's been some big plays, but, as a whole, considering the fact that, most of the Catholic drives start near midfield, done a good job, come up with a couple of big turnovers tonight.
3 turnovers tonight, 2 forced fumbles, 1 interception. A lot of credit to this defense.
So the clock is stopped with the timeout, 1:45. We're about to resume play. Jackets on top, 51-36. So I'm sure Sheridan would love to be able to pick up a couple of first downs and just finish this game on out. 2nd and 2. That's Eli Turner with the carry, and looks like he should have enough for the first down. Well, we'll see.
It's going to be close.
Looked like he had gotten the football out to about the 15-yard line, but they spot him back closer to the 14.
All right.
But they do say move the chains, so that's another Justin Stockton. I said it like 3 times tonight. Come on. Stockton Power Equipment, first down.
All right, the next one's going to be Stacy Stockton.
We'll run through the Stockton family. All right, 1st and 10 for the Yellowjackets. 1:05 left to play, and Zay is going to be dropped for a big loss back near the 5-yard line.
Number 25 for Catholic exploding to the ball on that play. That was number 25, Aiden Geyser. Clock now going down to 40 seconds left. There's 20 seconds left on the play clock. 2nd and 18.
So play clock's at 10 now. Game clock is at about 25. Jackets do have to snap it. And the give to Zay Stevens. Crosses the 10-yard line, and that should do it. Yellowjackets don't have to snap it again as the clock rolls down to 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and that's the ball game.
The players are absolutely amped up on the back of this victory, as they should be. A hard-fought game last year at home against Little Rock Catholic turns into a 15-point win at War Memorial Stadium in 2025. How special is it to get to win in this stadium? As for myself and probably a lot of these kids, they might have saw their first college football game in this stadium. And so it's incredibly special to win a game against a good opponent on the road in this venue and get another conference win, now marking the second conference win.
Yeah, so that's a big thing. So let's talk a little bit about the importance of this victory tonight. Both of these teams, 2-4 overall coming into the ball game, 1-2 in conference play. Both of them, their last 3 ball games, some pretty stiff competition.
Right.
Each of these teams really needed this victory tonight in order to be able to position themselves for a possible playoff berth. And so the Yellowjackets took a big, huge step in that direction tonight, looking at hopefully getting a playoff berth. And again, we've got 3 weeks left in the regular season after this evening. But this gives Sheridan a lot of momentum. They will be at home next week against a Marion team that on paper should be pretty heavily favored. But we're going to, Mike, yeah. Let's go down to Mike. Mike Nevins, you've got Coach on the sideline.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, big win. Kind of getting them back for last year, that close game last year, keeping the playoff hopes rolling, right?
Yeah, this was a huge game. I think it can be a huge game for our program. That's a team I'm not sure guys thought they could beat. It's been a while since they've won that game, and we came out and we did it. We busted out to a good lead. We're playing great D&O, and then I'm kind of glad we had to fight back, because that tells us we can play from the front and be okay. Couldn't be more proud of the coaches, the player. Defense finally, hey, for the whole game, did their job. That was fantastic.
At halftime, you told the defensive backs, attack the ball when it's in the air. Braden Lewis goes and gets one.
He's ready to attack. He's always in good position. He's so fast. And he finally started being aggressive and going to attack, and you see what happens.
Great win, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Coach. Back up here with Dakota. Again, big win for these Yellowjackets. Yeah, Kevin Kelly down there addressing his team right now. And I think we've got a shot of that. Yeah. This team fired up. Kevin Kelly is fired up. The visiting crowd got to witness something pretty special tonight as these Yellowjackets with the big victory in War Memorial Stadium.
And I don't know how many 100 feet in the air Andy and I are, but I can hear every word that Coach Kelly's saying from up here.
Pretty great feeling if you're a Yellowjacket fan tonight. You know it is for those kids, especially these seniors who are down there. Speaking of seniors, next week, senior night at home against Marion. And so we hope that all of our Yellowjacket fans who are with us tonight, certainly we hope that you turn out to Yellowjacket Stadium. If you can't, we'll be here with our live stream for those who are unable to attend. Dakota, you got any last thoughts before we call it an evening?
Andy, I can't possibly be as excited as Coach Kelly and these players because nobody is working harder than the staff and the players. But I'm really proud to be a Yellowjacket alumni, and I'm so happy for these kids to win a huge conference game against a tough opponent in this venue. And I think they have a great opportunity on the heels of this to go on a run.
I think that's certainly a strong possibility. A lot of momentum coming out of this game, heading into Marion next week. Hey, for Dakota Hedden and for all of our guys here on our cameras, James Phillips, Carter Lowry, our sideline reporter, Mike Nevins, we'd like to wish you a good evening, and it's always a great day to be a Yellowjacket.